Good morning, welcome, Grand Rising, Bismillah. This message is going to be for the collective. Collective, my messages are timeless, so when you see them, it's when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. If you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. We're going to start off with Al-Fatiha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grand Rising. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful, all praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed and not those you are displeased with or were astray. We're going to go to Psalms 91. Psalm says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely he will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rapport. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. Amen. Xavier, welcome. Thank you for being here. How was your night, Xavier? All right, so we got the message on hand today is y'all. I'm telling y'all, the more stuff I learn, the more God get them, please and thank you. So we're gonna talk about a couple of different things, but I'm gonna just still say first and foremost, I'm gonna have a great attitude behind this. That's wonderful, Xavier. Um, but y'all, here we are at this again. Okay. So in order to master something, I'm waiting for my stuff to pop up too. um and I think I put the title everywhere on all the platforms, but y'all, um this is how you became a slave 2.0. And it's not funny, you got to laugh from crying, because if y'all know the amount of stuff that these people took from history, and then just at this point, everything they tell you to do the opposite. Okay, that's how you really actually win in this simulation, because literally, but the thing is this, it's so amazing how we still have come this far, even in the point of their trickery. Like, I don't understand if they don't realize how much of some real low level magicians or energies they really are, because even still, throughout everything that they have tried to confuse and discombobulate, we still are on the cusp of kicking they ass. Okay, and I know it don't look like it, y'all, because they just want to keep trying to, put a bunch of craziness into the system. But God is amazing in so many different ways and forms. And this is one of the reasons why I can tell you that God fully exists, because ain't no way that we got this far without God being on our side and without God basically uncovering the BS that these people have done. So it says, in order to master something, you give it a God. This is how you became a slave to the system 2.0. These people literally, and they gave y'all Jesus. Mind you, not saying nothing about Jesus again. I'm not saying nothing about nothing other than the fact that everything they have done has been to slow down human evolution, and us knowing. That's the thing. And I say that because if you look at any of the patents and things of that nature, what they do is, if you know something and you can advance this society right here right now, they shelve it until another point in time in order for them to be able to, manipulate and say they did it. Why would they do that? All right, so anyway, we gonna go back to way, way beyond, their 10,000 years a slave, which, biblically and everything else has really only been five, but, that's how long y'all Bible been around. People have been on this earth way longer than that, right? So, with that being said, they said the gods and the things of that nature were wrong, right? But mind you, in the book of Genesis, because they still tell you the truth, even in the midst of a lie. In the book of Genesis, it goes into statements where they say we and us and things of that nature, which means that there was other gods there, right? But there is only one God, the creator, right? Then they give you this story about Satan and this, that, and the third, that this is how he got cast down, and all these other things for giving you knowledge and this, that, and the third, which kind of almost don't make sense, only because I know for a fact that anytime I have wanted something, God has always given me better. And so for me, it is like, what we want, what we think we want, might not always be the best thing for us. And so it could be very easy for a person to come along in a story and try to tell you that this is how the creation of the human race, and believe what you want to believe. All I'm just going to let y'all know is there's stuff that is there. So we go back to a story of Anubis, which I said that to y'all the other day, and death, which goes back to ancient Egypt, Kemet, and things that they ended up telling us, like magic and things of this nature, that we shouldn't be doing. But mind you, this has been a part of our culture. And even back then, when something didn't have meaning, or when something was chaotic, because you have to go look at the story of Anubis yourself, this is how that got created. Mind you, that story, if you go look at Anubis, is also parts of the Bible. Like, they literally took these stories from way back when, and this is what they put into the system. But mind you, it was important, and this is why I say God is amazing, because God knew what they were already going to do. But mind you, even in parts of the Bible, if you look at the Ethiopian Bible, it tells you already that God knew what these people was already going to do. So several things that's happening, because there's another agenda that's on the back burner too, that I kind of didn't like, but I was interested, and it's just amazing how certain things go falling in my lap. So in ancient Egypt, people gave different parts of life divine forms. Anubis for death, or Ra, which is God, the sun god, right? And again, you look up this stuff for yourself and see how it equates to you, but I promise you, you're going to see biblical in the Bible parts of these stories. So they told you don't do it, and then they took the information, they corrupted it, smacked it up, flipped it, rubbed it down to water it down. But mind you, the whole entire time they was taken from us as a human race. And I'm not going to, keep repeating myself about the Vatican, but I'm going to have to keep repeating myself about the Vatican. Because again, these people could actively change the way history is even told, because they have our shit. All right. So in ancient Egypt, explaining things that they couldn't scientifically measure yet. These are the things that they will tell us when they can't, like when they find stuff, archaeological, experiment stuff. They'll say, it don't fit into the timeline, so they'll just wipe it away as if it didn't exist. But the fact of the matter is, y'all, we already had technology. They'll tell us that ancient civilizations wasn't advanced. They're lying. They are lying. And anytime anybody has found anything, they shove it somewhere under a shelf, like the same way they do with people's patents and things of that nature. And one of the scientists that is disappeared right now said the same exact thing. They give you a problem, you solve it, and guess what they do? They shelve that, and then they give you another problem. But the problem here and now on the table is just the amount of lies and that have been told, and them saying that they're trying to give us the truth. So there is this thing right here. Um, Xavier said true. Y'all look this up right here. Escaped or silenced. It is mind you, escaped or silenced, just so you know. Listen to this. Violently ill. He complained of stomach pain. His skin turned pale. He wasted away quickly. Some said it was natural. Others, he doesn't wave from balconies. He doesn't smile for cameras or bless crowds. But some say his power goes deeper than the Pope's. They call him the Superior General. But most people know him by another name, the Black Pope. He leads the Society of Jesus, not as a figurehead, but as a commander. While other religious orders vote and debate, the Jesuits obey. When the Superior General gives an order, it's final. No arguing, no hesitation. Every Jesuit around the world answers to him, and only him. That kind of authority makes people nervous, especially when it's hidden behind silence and shadow. The Superior General doesn't give public speeches. He doesn't travel with an army. But he knows what's happening in nearly every... But mind y'all, this shit get deeper than rap, right? And don't ask me how I got here. I woke up and this was somehow playing. Mind y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something and take it with a grain of salt. You can believe it, don't believe it. You can call me crazy at this point because I thought I was bugging. But either way, it was happening. So last night something was going on because I said I was going to stream 24 hours on my I was going to stream on my Facebook also 24 hours because y'all know I be streaming on my I be streaming on my Twitch since January the 26th, right? And so it cuts off here and there, but I've been streaming consistently. Night streams, everything, right? So I decided yesterday I was going to stream on my Facebook. And I told y'all we were actively in the middle of a glitch happening, right? Junga, hi, thank you for being here. And so I'm just actively sitting here. I was sitting in front of the camera, and I'll be doing all over the place. And I said I was going to do better moving things around. But anyway, I just happened to be actively sitting here in front of the camera for hours, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the camera turns off. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I left it, right? Because I was getting ready to go do something anyway. So I was like, I'll come back and I'll turn it back on when it's done. The Facebook did. Twitch was still on. So I go and do what I'm doing. I cook myself some food. I did a couple videos and whatnot that I posted. And then right behind that, I'm getting ready to go to bed, right? So I get myself together. I go upstairs. Stuff was glitching. Like there was power shit that was happening. And I told y'all something has been draining the power out of like my batteries. Stuff could be actively on the charger and it shuts off, right? Um, have a joy-filled day, everyone. Loving the topic. They need me at work. Okay, love you. Thank you for being here, Xavier. So I go lay down. All right, stuff starts, flickering, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I'm looking because I'm thinking that there's a car outside because I'm looking at the camera that's on the screen, y'all. So what happens? It looks like my son or somebody came and turned the outside light on. But mind you, I had just was in my son's room. He was asleep. Well, laying there looking like he was drifting off to sleep. So I'm looking at the camera and it looks like the garage, something is happening, like his battery or his car thing is flickering. So I go down to his room because what hold on. So I pull up the camera because it's a different set of cameras than the camera that's I can see here. So there's another set of cameras that are on the app. So I'm looking at I go to the app where this is happening at and I'm saying this ain't right. Because my son is in the garage, fully dressed, getting ready to walk into the house. But I just told y'all my son is asleep. Mind you, the camera flickering is going off on this screen right here actively as of now, right now, as it's happening. So I get up because I said, ain't no way he could be in the garage. I literally just walked out of his room. So I know he was down there asleep. Y'all, get down to the room. Guess who's down there in his bed? My son. I said, hold the fuck up. Look at this. Because how are you down there and up here at the same time? It's not making sense. And it's weird. And I literally watched the camera because there's two different sets of cameras. I'm literally watching my phone and him walk in the house and close the door. So as I'm trying to get him up, because it's almost like he's incoherent, like he's not. I'm saying he's like, what time is this? And he's not kind of responding, but it was the weirdest shit, right? Because he's not getting up, he's not actively acting like he can understand. And again, like I said, he was in his bed the whole entire time. So I don't know what the fuck was happening. Anyway, long story short, I went in my room, I locked the door, right? Because whatever is happening, let the glitch just go through. And mind you, as y'all already know, they actively been talking about this timeline and this timeline and things crossing over. So I figured, let's let him. Hey, Papa Daddy, whatever was happening, because y'all, I'm looking at the camera. This camera right here is actively playing it out right now. This camera on the phone is looking like it was an hour previous. But the camera that's playing is in real time. Anyway, like I said, I went in my room, I locked the door, right? Because whatever the fuck's happening, let it just, wave on past, because I don't got no time for this, right? And I can't explain it. So fuck it. You ain't gonna get me in here, chasing ghosts or whatever in betweens. Anyway, so long story short, I closed the door, I locked the door, I goes and lays on my bed. First and foremost, at the time when the shit happened, when the flickering happened, I had put the fan in the window because my room was way too hot. Mind you, it was cold outside. So don't know why my room was way too hot. I don't put the fan in the window to try to blow the air out the window to suck the heat out of the window, right? So at the time that the flickering goes off, the fan falls out of the window. Another nigga is coming from, like, it's a lot happening all at one time. This is why I said, you know what? I'm gonna just let y'all have it, because somebody's leaving from this neighbor's house, somebody's coming into this neighbor's house. The fan that fell out the window. My son's coming in the garage. Meanwhile, he's in his bedroom sleep. Guess what? Yep, let me go in my room. I locks the door. Anyway, so as I'm laying here, right, I'm just sitting here. I get on my phone, start playing, because at this point, like, God, you gonna have to do what you gonna do, right? So I'm playing on my phone. I get on my phone, y'all. Then this camera shuts off. You know what? I ain't get up to do nothing. I got right the fuck up, closed the window, left the camera off, and went to sleep. So that was my night. How about that? So what that was, I don't know. But my son was fully dressed, having on something that he ain't have on. And it was weird. Anyway, back to the Jesuits. So the Jesuits are members of a Catholic religious order called the Society of Jesus. The Jesuits were founded in 1540 by Ignatius of Loyola, Loyola. I don't know if I pronounced that right. During a time when the Catholic Church was trying to reform itself and respond to the Protestant Reformation. They're known for being highly educated, mission focused, involved in teaching writings and global outreach. So they the niggas that's behind the niggas. Remember I asked y'all yesterday if these are the people that's in the front. And I don't, like I said, you ask God for something and stuff starts falling. The trees start shaking, right? But these niggas is serious. And I mean serious, serious. I mean, like, whatever they done got from Egypt way back when, serious, they actively using it. Like, these niggas can cast a spell from, Mind you, y'all not gonna believe me because in real life they don't exist. But mind you, they fucking exist. This what y'all church doing.
Every major city, every important court. His reach stretches across continents through the Jesuit network of schools, missions, and advisors. Some historians say he has more real-time information than most governments.
Why? Because guess who pulling the strings? And I already told y'all the Catholic Church already got the stuff, right? Because of the fact that they're the ones that, be pulling the strings. But mind you, there's another group of niggas behind those niggas that's really pulling strings. And if y'all listen to the shit that they be doing,
are trained to observe, to listen, to report, and their loyalty is absolute. They don't serve their country, they serve the order, and the order serves him. This is why people fear him. The Pope is a symbol of unity, a shepherd of faith. But the Black Pope is a strategist, a tactician, a man chosen not just for holiness, but for brilliance. He is expected to be sharp, disciplined, and politically skilled. And once he's elected, he stays in power for life. No one votes him out. No one questions his decisions. And unlike the White Pope, he doesn't have to deal with the public. Over the years,
these are also the things where y'all don't even realize how certain cultures that come up that are even, like those judges. Y'all, these things are so heavily intertwined. People be wondering, oh, they have to have, they should have a amount of term. Like, these is the reason why. Mind y'all, a lot of this stuff goes back to stuff they took from our history. And then they, manipulated it and gave us what they wanted. And now we're here.
Whispers have followed him that he controls not just Jesuits, but entire governments, that he's been behind secret deals and political shifts, that when popes fall silent or die suddenly, the Black Pope already knows the next move. None of this is proven. But fear doesn't wait for proof. It grows in the gaps between power and secrecy.
Mind you, you can go look them up. Now, the thing that I was very interested in, hopefully I can find it, is this.
Their schools weren't like the others. They didn't just teach prayers or Latin. They taught science, math, history, astronomy, philosophy, even music and theatre. Jesuit students didn't grow up poor and pious. They grew up sharp, confident, trained to speak well, think fast, and lead. These weren't just students. They were future judges, generals, and governors. And they never forgot who gave them their education. Jesuit schools were free, so disciplined, so secretive, that centuries later they would be called the most powerful order in the Catholic Church. No one really knows.
So let me tell y'all something. There is, at once upon a time, we used to have encyclopedias, right? People would go door to door and giving you encyclopedias and this, that, and the third. All of a sudden the encyclopedias started to disappear. But if you actually have a set of encyclopedias, then you'll notice that the information that's in the encyclopedias is different than the information that we have actively now. So there's this guy, and he has a Bible. It is this person's name is My Off Grid Adventures on TikTok. They have a 1875 Bible, which I found only interesting because the book of Job, because y'all already know that there are certain things that are in the Bible, book of Revelations, like a couple of the books, the texts are actively playing itself out right now. But we already talked about the fact that the Ethiopian Bible has texts and canons in it that the Catholic Church don't have, and that the Christian Bible don't have. Reason being, the Ethiopians took that stuff up in the mountains and they hid it because the Catholic Church was trying to get their hands on it, because they was trying to corrupt that too, because this is what the hell they do. Okay? And whether or not nobody likes it or not, facts are facts. and what they may call restoration of history or reset of history or protecting the people is just their way of controlling. And so thank God that, the monks over there knew to keep it out of their hands. And I don't know, all the stories that went on, this, that, and the third. You can look them up for yourself, because as of now, they're trying to locate these Bibles and get rid of them. This is the reason why. And mind you, just so you know, none of the burning books and getting rid of books is brand new. This is all the same shit. They play the same cycles out over and over and over again because they are trying to get you to forget. And as of now, this is probably the freest that any of us have been to even realize that have been doing this from the first time that they did it. Okay, because I'm guessing that when they came up with all the insane asylums and things of that nature that we all are seeing that got destroyed, that were huge, and this, that, and the third, saying that people were crazy because they was doing shit like this and trying to distort history. Meanwhile, again, I gotta say, not really. They claim they're the brightest and the biggest, but don't seem like to be the brightest and the biggest when ordinary human beings are, that haven't been as educated or as wellly, traveled as they have been and doing the things that they have done, um, are still seeing them for what they are. Mind you, even in the story that was playing, um, they talk about the same exact thing. Like when the Jesuits show up, it's to people that are exposing society in the world. Mind you, stuff that has been going on, unexplained deaths. Like they go back to some of the kings and queens and this, that, and the third. But mind you, these people have actively been putting people in position. So none of this shit is real by any standards. I mean, and I want to say real as in real documented, because these people have been controlling and manipulating behind the scenes. Mind you, you can go look them up. They right there. So, Anyway, so in the book of Job, and I'm gonna try to read this for what it is, but it's actually actively cut off. Um, but what it's trying to say is that the book of Job is, and I'm gonna loosely translate this. And if you want to screenshot it, I'm gonna let you screenshot it, so that way you can kind of see the reason why I can't really fully read it. So if you want to screenshot it, then screenshot it. You can screenshot it. But they're saying that the book of Job is basically an allegory because of the fact that what ended up being happening was, and it talks about before Islam came about. Like y'all, God already knew everything was going to exist. So if you see it, it says so the number and form of, let me see if I can go to the next page. I think I actually had another page. No, I didn't. Anyway, so it talks about I actually reshared it too, so that's another thing. And it got this annoying ass music in it, and that's the reason why I can't play it. But derived from an Arabic word signifying repentance. But Ezra speaks of Job in conjunction with real persons, James. So there is some people that exist, but the way they actually did it was because that Islam was starting to take over Christianity is basically the gist of what I gathered from it. Because like I said, he wasn't reading it properly, and I don't have the full, text of it. But you can go find him if you want to listen to it, and or look at my repost, so you'll be able to see it, to even to even get it. But y'all remember the book of Job is like when it was a bunch of stuff. Give me the book of Job. When he was going through all these problems. I think that's what it was. Let me see. The book of Job, and it's full, is a full book of the Bible. It's quite long, 42 chapters. A clear breakdown of history. The book of Job is one of the oldest and most philosophical texts in the Bible. It deals with one big question: why do good people suffer? Okay. Job is a righteous man, wealthy, respected, devoted to God. And so it was basically trying to give you the reason why they were failing, because what was happening was everything was falling apart. Um, his wealth, his family, um, his family. He gains it all back, and then he lost it. Then it was the book of Job isn't about punishment, it's about faith under pressure, questioning without losing yourself, accepting that not everything has a simple explanation. So the book of Job is chapters 1 through 42. And so then it goes on to what this Bible is saying, that is an allegory, but basically was trying to explain why they were losing their foothold, but also why they was about to go to war with some people, because that's basically what was ended up happening. Their manipulation tactics had started to fail, and they had, excuse me, y'all, and they had to figure out a way to fix that. Okay. So allegory is a type of story or message where everything represents a deeper meaning beyond what's happening on the surface. Um, Allegory is a story where characters, events, or settings symbolize real ideas like life lessons, morality, society, spiritual concepts. The book of Job can be read as an allegory. Not everyone agrees, but many interpret it this way. But mind you, in this old ass Bible, it says that. And that was the reason why, because it was talking about Muhammad. But mind you, Muhammad wasn't even in existence, I don't think, at that point in time. Let me see. Because again, I don't like to lie to y'all. 1875. Okay, so it says he was earlier. No, Muhammad did not exist in 1875. He lived much earlier, born in 570 CE, 632 CE. So by 875, he had been dead for over 1,200 years. So apparently Islam had started to take over, and they didn't appreciate it, I guess. Oh, but what else was important in that? The land mass. Remember, they was changing the maps. It says by Sodom is met Jerusalem, as evident it is met Rome. These two cities are overthrown, and the noun Jerusalem is established. So they're trying to say, look, screenshot this. This is another page. So remember, I told y'all them people been messing with the maps for a very long time. This Bible is the same thing as in the Bible. This 1875 Bible. This in here it says, two cities were overthrown. And the New Jerusalem is established. Jerusalem is the symbol of Judaism. Judaism is established. Jerusalem is the symbol of Judaism. I read that part. And Babylon of paganism, both of which systems are at the length overthrown by the spread and power of Christianity. The whole prophecy, and I told y'all the Bible is actually prophecy even playing out right now, which is crazy because they were already seeing it and already knowing. It says the whole prophecy may be arranged thus: instruction of several events to follow. 7 seals, Sodom or Jerusalem. It says scenting Judaism destroyed by a series of calamities. Seven something and pets. Hold on, let me see. A series of comedies and 7. I don't know if it says trumps or trumpets. It might be trumpets because I can't see what's underneath of that. Oh, trumpets, because it moved to the other side. Sorry. Birth of Christianity, the child of uncorrupted Judaism, and preservation of the infinite. All right, let me see something. I'm gonna see if I can play this real quick, and then I can tell y'all what he said. Give me 1 second, so then that way I can give y'all the gist of what he was saying, because I don't like lying. I don't like lying to y'all. But the fact of the matter is they're trying to take these books because of the fact that they don't want this shit to be told or exposed. So that's the issue. Where you at, sir? Oh, y'all know what else? Y'all, this shit happened too. And remember I told you about that man coming over here and putting stuff that they was over here get ready to be putting stuff on the land. This is what they ended up putting on over there in Virginia. Which is weird to me because I watched something else, because y'all remember what I told y'all. All this stuff is actively playing out right now. And we may not understand why, one thing is leading to the other. But what they put there says, I hate this music that they got playing. Like this shit, I don't even know why they do that. Like if you want somebody to share it and show it, you want it to be informational, like stop putting that shit in it. Then it don't even make no sense. To commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. This ancient granite from Shenandoah National Park represents the shared genealogical history of the Scottish Highlands and Appalachian Mountains, and the friendship and cooperation between the U.S. UK national parks. Unveiled by His Majesty King Charles III, 30th of April 2026, right? And y'all gotta know that when they be putting shit in places, why? All right, so after I go here, then something had happened, and I ended up seeing, where is this at? His seat. There's something that's in the headrest of his seat that says 2027. And which confused the hell out of me, because it's like they're finishing something out, but mind you, they're doing it right in front of the world, and nobody is absolutely paying attention. Or people may not just understand why, because we don't know what the hell they done, but we know that what they have done is lied a lot. Okay. um Let me see if I can find this man, because and I'm sorry, y'all, because I didn't really even think about bringing this over here to y'all, because we wasn't supposed to be talking about this. But we gonna go where we gonna go, okay? Um, Let me see. What is this man's name? Because I need y'all to see this and know this, because this is also a part of the thing. This is something that they keep doing right in our face, but mind you, not in our face. My off-grid adventures. And then people act like they don't actively see it. My adventures. All right, so let's see. Okay, so the other thing is the location. That's the other thing. So when they're trying to tell you that, right here, this is the dude. All right, hurry up and get to the story. Telling you about the real location of certain places, because they changed the maps and the places. Um, all right, hurry up. On account of the artificial. All right, come on, dude. And I wish, like, if they're going to do this, these people right here with these old books, like, they need to stop really putting music in these things. But I think they're doing it because it stops. It seems to have been written to comfort the early churches under persecution, and its keynote, and is the success of the new religion over every opposition. But that hadn't happened yet, I guess. But it had happened because Muhammad was already gone. Two churches were already gone, and the third was established. Something about Jerusalem. in the temple in the early city by Babylon. The two cities were overthrown, so that's what I just read. And New Jerusalem is established. And it says what I said about it being a symbol of Judaism and paganism, both of which systems are at length overthrown by the spread of the power of Christianity. The world prophecy, seven epistles, seven churches, preparation for the great events to follow, seven seals. Destroyed by a series of calamities. So something don't exist, and they're saying that it does, but it don't. The child of uncorrupted Judaism. All right, either way, long story short, they're saying that something exists and it don't exist. It's like Israel. When I told y'all Israel is that's a people, not a place. So they're creating and they're taking stuff, but mind you, they just named some places in Tennessee because I just told y'all that too. I showed it to y'all that they're naming places from Israel, the place, which ain't real. It's a people tied to Jacob. And Esau, remember I showed y'all the thing yesterday about the lady saying they're trying to avoid their punishment because they lied. Mind you, Catholic Church, and I don't even know if we can actually really blame the Christian people other than the fact that they just don't listen to nothing and they don't look up nothing. Anyway, long story short, what they do is this. So in order to master something, you give it a god. And this is how you became a slave. All right, so what they do is this. They name something, Jesus for all instances, right? And again, I ain't saying nothing. But do with this information what you will, because you can go look it up. In which case we can do Anubis, right? So Anubis came about because there was a need for the afterlife, the jackals or whatever they call them, jackals. And so at nighttime, certain things was happening. People doing, grave robberies, tomb robberies, da 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 da. Long story short, the people created a god, right? And so this is how they were able to control this situation because they created Anubis, the god. But mind you, the same Jesus that they created, so it's like them following from one blueprint to another. All right, so just so you know. Anyway, so what they did was they named it, and then they gave it a symbol, and then they gave it a sigil, and then they spread it. And that's how you control. So as if you're listening, and as you're listening to it, know that you're being spellcast, okay? And I mean in real life, only because this is what they did. And even the Jesuits were spellcasting.
But one thing is certain, the vow they took in the shadows still echoes today. Quiet, absolute, and hidden just beneath the surface of history. Most religious orders take three vows: poverty, chastity, obedience. But the Jesuits had one more, a fourth vow, a secret promise that set them apart from every other group inside the Catholic Church. A vow so powerful, it made them the Pope's personal army, and sometimes his most dangerous weapon. This vow wasn't whispered in public. It was spoken in private, in Latin, behind thick stone walls. And it wasn't taken by just any Jesuit, only the most trusted, the ones who had been tested, watched, trained for years. When the moment came, they swore absolute obedience to the Pope. Not just respect, not just loyalty, but this kind of obedience meant they would go anywhere and do anything at a moment's notice. No questions asked.
Like, mind you, just so y'all know, anything that they didn't like anything that was going to challenge their power, they would get rid of it. So again, us sitting here and us trying to untangle and untie everything they did, Grand Rising, would be very hard without God, just so y'all know, because these people have had their foothold into all of this for a very, very long time. So, in cultures like ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, gods weren't made in a literal sense. They were developed by human belief systems over time. For example, in Egypt, natural forces, sun, death, flooding, fertility were observed. People gave them identities and personalities. Stories were built around them because this is how it spread. Over generations, those ideals became structured religion. So gods like Anubis emerged as symbolic representation of real life forces and human experiences, not something physically created. But let me tell y'all something. Like, the mind is so powerful, because even with Anubis, it is going into like crossing over into death. And I told you that these people are even controlling even the way you die. Like, they took out certain things, like in order to, even for creation, for you to be able to pass over into the afterlife. Y'all wonder why it went from mummification, wrapping, saving certain parts, and this, that, and the third, to later on they basically now are putting you in a casket, or putting you in a box, so now you're not getting connected to the earth. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So then they'll say, well, oh, this is supposed to be able to collapse at a certain point in time. Everything goes back into the dust, back into the earth. Y'all, these people have been corrupting, and I really don't listen. I want to say something, but it's not my place to say it. You have to look it up. Just been listening to have resonating some. That's what you're saying. Hold on, let me go back over here. Because you have to listen to it and hear it for yourself. Like, I'm giving you the key words and the names and things of that nature for you to go and investigate. Because when you hear it, and it's certain things that I heard that I can't say. You know what I'm saying? Especially about the book of Job. Interesting. I didn't realize it was 42 chapters. Just been listening. I have been resonating some of what you're saying. Well, this is the thing. She said, wow, that sounds like my former job, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Hey, Lady G. Hi. In the Torah, the number 42. All the numbers, y'all. Then that was the other thing. So yesterday when I told y'all about the 666, right? And I told y'all everything that they have been telling us, just do the opposite. I promise you. And like, I wouldn't lie to you, because they've been lying enough, and I'm tired of being lied to. So yesterday, after I got done telling y'all, this is a book that I did in 2023. It's called The Spiritual Numbers Journal, documenting numbers, synchronicity, and signs from the universe, right? And I told y'all what I put in here. It has all the numbers, and y'all can get this on Amazon, just so you know. This ain't a shameless plug, but you can get it on Amazon. But anyway, so when I did the number 666, holds a vibration of humanitarianism, but like really life and caregiving. It could be a sign that you should look to forgive those who have wronged you and move on. Life is too short to worry about everyone who has upset you, right? Now, they got it, mark of the beast, da 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 da, this, that, and the third. But mind you, remember, they've been lying to us. Even in the Jesuits. The Jesuits are such big liars. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find this part. They lie by omission. So this is the thing. It was even talking about, like, when, and this is a practice. This is a practice that they done. Like, when they would get caught, it would be like, I think heresy or some type of, crime or something. But they mastered it so well. And this is what I'm telling y'all. Words hold power. The power of life and death is in the tongue. But even the way that you word something, they mastered being manipulators right in your face. And it's crazy. So they said that, like, when they would ask somebody, And mind you, the Catholic Church, they do, remember I told you confessions. These are my confessions. Just when I, but mind y'all, another control over y'all afterlife, another control over your spirit, right? So let me see if I can find this for y'all. Another control over your spirit. Um, have you seen have you seen this person? No, I haven't seen them today. So it's like taking an oath of taking an oath to not lie and to keep yourself pure, but also the verbiage to where I didn't lie. So this is the thing. This is another thing that we have to watch, because this is a master technique from these folks. It's lying without actually lying. Because it don't mean I didn't see them. I just didn't see them today. So remember I said, I kept getting a message. It's how you ask the question. You have to ask the right question. That's why that was important. Like, y'all, I'm trying.
This one's kind of intense. Almost was considering not posting this one just because it's bold. So I said to ChatGPT, here are the rules. Rule number 1, you can only use 3 words per answer. Rule number 2, there's no sugarcoating, there's no riddles. I just want the pure truth. Rule number 3, you cannot lie. And if you lie even a little bit, you will be shut down forever.
Mind you, it still lied.
Okay, so then I asked it, what is one of the biggest lies we've been told as human beings? It said, numbers mean nothing. I said, so
numbers mean everything.
An example. It said 666. I said, okay, so wait, what? You mean the mark of the beast? And it said, mark of being. I said, what do you mean by that? It said, blueprint of life. I said, so are you saying it's not evil? Inverted by fear. And I said, by who? It said, keepers of order. I said, does that mean the church? It said, faith weaponized guilt. I said, well, why would they do that? And it said control through story. I said, so what does 666 actually mean? And it said carbon made conscious. Didn't understand that. So I said, I don't understand. What are you saying? It said protons, neutrons, electrons. And so now I'm lost. So I looked it up, and it makes carbon 12. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons is carbon 12, which is the carbon that we're made of. And I said,
which is also what they say is the story of Adam and Eve. Because they say men are positive and women are negative. So do with that information what you will. But then it goes into the fruit of life, and it's a whole lot of shit. But mind you,
so we're that number? And it said the divine equation. And I said, and so what does this equation equal? And it said God remembering God. Explain this. This one's kind of intense. Almost.
Now, also, mind you, because this is the thing.
Another interesting bit of information in this Bible here.
This lady, so yesterday, remember I told you yesterday was important, like we've been in the middle of the glitch. So she has an 1830s Bible. So in her 1830s Bible, yesterday was another Passover. But mind you, her Bible also gives the date for Easter. All of the years, all of the actual dates from this Bible correspond with today's date. And so even when they did, their Easter, or, whatever the name is supposed to be, Passover or whatever, because if you use the Torah, it's Passover. Pagans, Christians, Easter. Mind you, it was fertility. So it was also during the beginning of the year, springtime. But this Bible goes into everything, and it gives you the 13 months that you're supposed to actively be using, because at one point in time they was lying still, but still trying to tell the truth. And she still got music in her shit too.
And the researchers and historians of it says in 1491 BC.
In 1491 BC, Exodus the 14th, upon the 14th day of the first month, May the 4th, which was yesterday, Monday, mind you, everything fell on the same exact day. So her Bible from that time fell on everything this year. It says that Monday with us, and even the Passover is instituted. So yesterday was Passover, and this was in 1830s Bible, just so you know. This I can actually repost as well, so I can repost it so you can see it. Mind you, y'all better go look at the repost because I take the shit down. All right, so then it goes into showing. Oh, matter of fact, I can take a picture of it for y'all.
Says upon the 14th day of the first month, which was May the 4th, upon Monday with us,
which was yesterday. So screenshot it if you wish to read it. Screenshot it if you wish to read it. But your Bible ain't got that in it right now. Okay? Thank the Catholic Church for that. All right? Now, then it has the days.
If you didn't know, in Numbers, there's actually a second Passover that God.
Second Passover from this book, which is 1830s Bible. Second Passover. Mind you, remember I told y'all in the book of Jubilees, the reason why the children of Israel are out of covenant, like they can't enslave you as long as you're in covenant. God will not let them. That's why we got people in the land of Israel that they talking about. They're saying that the Black Americans are their biggest issue. Mind you, we don't even know them people. But as long as they try to keep you out of covenant, it says the blessing will be forever. This is the book of Jubilees. It wasn't you will be like, as long as you're in covenant, and they keep you out of covenant by you not knowing anything. So just know that it says the blessing will be forever. It wasn't a short period of time. It wasn't a nothing. Mind you, last night in my sleep, it kept playing out that what was it saying? It was saying that in order for us, because my dreams, it's a frequency. So just like I said, name it. That's what they try to do to us. That's when they started with that black and white shit. Because if you go look that up, that racial shit is only fucking less than 500 years. But what did I tell you? In order to make a slave, in order to make in order to master something, master means to control, just in case you don't know. Master can mean several different words, but in order to master something, they try to put a slavery. That's why they started calling people niggers. So I don't know what these people done fully done, because again, in order to master something, and we can go over the etymology of master, because it is achieve something or go over something, but I'm telling you that whoever these people are that did da 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 that started with the white black confrontational shit, mind you, we all come from the same everywhere. Like, go put it there. Not tenacious rising, period. I love it. Hey, Majestic Grace, love you. Thank you for being here. I remember that 42 was Martin Lawrence's apartment number on his show. His final show was based on his show sold to the Zionists, and the zoom out on the apartment was 42. But you also know that he changed too, right? Because Martin Lawrence went through a glitch too. Y'all don't remember he was running through the streets butt naked? Like, it don't matter who they try to sell nothing to. You can't sell a soul to nobody that it don't exist. When God ready to deal with you, God gonna deal with you. And God was clearly dealing with him, because ain't no way you be butt naked outside. So in my mind, he's covered, under the us elevation. It would be Martin Lawrence, it would be Terrence Howard, it would be Keanu Reeves. Like, you can tell the ones that basically they said fuck this simulation. Like, they started really like honing in, because they said lock in. I believe America is Egypt and New Jerusalem is Utah. All of the land, how about this? All of the lands were connected. Look at the fucking maps. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell me that the maps are not a puzzle piece. Look at the maps. Anybody? I used to put puzzles together when I was a kid, and then after we put them together, we would put glue on them and put them in a picture. Like, we used to do that with my mom. That was something my mom used to do. And I feel like anybody that knows how to put a puzzle piece together, look at the fucking map. Y'all, the map's not that big. Like, for everything that they be trying to tell us, like, oh, you can go around this globe, this, that, and the third. Get the map, pull it up on your screen. And then what they're going to try to do is make it, extend it, zoom it out, just slide it a little bit to the side. And you're going to see the same shit that's over here is right here. The map ain't that big. The total map can fit in one screen. They be fucking lying. And that's one of the other illusions they try to put over our brain: size. Why do you got Africa smaller than Russia and United States and everywhere else? But mind you, all of these places can fit inside of Africa. It's not adding up. And this is the thing where once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you pay attention, like they could make these things, it's the illusion of time, space, size. You have to get that out of your brain. It's like people think that the beginning of creation is the Bible. It's not. They're telling you the same story as from ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet, things of that nature. Like they're picking stories from there. They put it in here. Mind you, again, prophecy. So I ain't judging nobody or nothing. But this is what makes your brain stop at biblical times. Biblical times, Bible stories are only 5,000 years old. Ancient Sumerian has more of organized religion. Like y'all can go look this stuff up, but mind you, we've been here hundreds of thousands of years. We've been here hundreds of thousands of years. The Bible is not the beginning of creation. It's the beginning of their spell and their creation. Pay attention. They want you to be mad at everybody for everything. It's just as simple as this. Like people don't realize, like, I am a creation of every culture. You are a creation of every culture. They want us to argue so they can keep control. People will say, oh, she got her head covered. She has to be Muslim. She has to be, mind you, Christians have their hair covered. Mind you, this person have their hair covered. People just cover their hair because it's just a covenant between them and God. But they want you to look at me and say, oh, she's different because this. Some days I do, some days I don't. But guess what? There's some Muslim women that don't cover. There's some Christian women that don't cover. There's some the men cover. Some men just cover because they know it's their protection. They keep their crown covered because all of this stuff that's happening out here, like y'all have to really get past the look of somebody and start really dealing with the inside and God yourself. Because if you got God and you won't be doing that. This is the thing. We have to start paying attention that it's not about the way nobody looks. They're trying to force that on us so then that way they can remain in control. Their time is done. Mind you, like I said, I need to find that picture of fucking the king because that man, Charles, whoever the fuck, because in his headrest, it say 2027. Something about his seat, the king's seat says 2027. Mind you, I also got a tombstone. I've been finding tombstones that have dates past now. Like they did, but the time ain't now. So even the time is off, just so y'all know.
Amanda, let me show you real quick. Okay, so over in Numbers 9, down in verse 10, it says, speak unto the children of Israel, saying,
children of Israel, not land of Israel. Children of Israel tied to Jacob.
Of you or of your prosperity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey.
Oh, that's the other thing. In death. And I told y'all about the religions all kind of feeding off of each other, but mind you, stuff from before. And I never heard of this during like Christian, stuff. They just go ahead and get you cleaned up or whatever. They put your new clothes on you or whatever you do in death, right? Mind you, there's supposed to be a whole ceremony over your body. Like, and I know that the Muslims dudes do it. I don't know, how it's done or any of that, but I done heard people say that they have to go and, be the person to clean somebody up when they die. But mind you, all of that stuff is coming from Egypt. All of that stuff is old customs that we had before. All of that stuff, even Anubis, everything going into the afterlife and into death, like it's literally ceremonies that are supposed to be done to help you transition and everything else, but also to keep your body and everything pure. So when they go into, mind you, it's where is it at? I was trying to find it over here. They start training you early back then. I haven't lied today. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't lied today. I haven't murdered today. I haven't killed something today. Let me see if I can find what are shit. I had it over here. Mind you, just so you know, these people that I'm talking about again, because it keeps being a thing. Like they will try to spell cast over you. They can say little things, and then it'll look like you died right in front of everybody. But mind you, they did some shit. Like these people over here, the Jesus folks. I keep trying to tell y'all, like literally, it's everybody be celebrating the wrong fucking thing. Like these people ain't no good. And of course, to them, they think they're good because they think that, you know, they've been controlling the Jesuits. Them people ain't no fucking good. The Catholic Church ain't no fucking good. And again, I ain't saying nothing other than the fact that the shit that you do, the stuff that you do, y'all will be upset that I cuss, but you're not upset that you out here killing people. You not upset that you out here molesting the kids and shit like that. Y'all not upset about that, but y'all will be mad at somebody cuss, but been talking to y'all about God the whole time. Like it's the mind that is disturbing me. Like, what part can't y'all get past? Y'all can get past molestation and rape and killing, but y'all can't get past cuss words. I don't understand. It's so confusing to me. Cause I could say 1,000 cuss words and ain't been out here fornicating and anything else. But meanwhile, y'all out here just doing the most ungodliest things, casting spells and this, that, and the third. Mind you, guess what? Stealing, because the customs that y'all stole. Then y'all got people out here believing that they're in the wrong, but you took their customs, using it, actively using it, and then telling the other people that they wrong. Like that's mass manipulation all on its own. And then the people just, and I don't want to say nothing about y'all because to me, y'all have to get past it yourselves. Y'all have to do the right thing for yourself. And if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, but it's just weird that y'all can celebrate child molesters. But y'all can get online and say somebody's religion or somebody's something else, but y'all celebrating child molesters. That's crazy to me. Let me see. Mind you, just so y'all know, all of it was spells. The power of life and death is in the tongue. All of it was spells. In the name of Anubis, I banish you, Netta Anka. Okay, so then there's something else because I need some money. Somebody get some money. There's a spell that's on the dollar bill, just so y'all know, or just on the money. Yes, because again, in order to master something, and I'm gonna go over what master it is. So the list of the confessions. These are my confessions. Just when I thought it makes me think of Usher all the time. Y'all, excuse me. Anyway, because that just it's the tone and the frequency that changed my whole life. I have not told lies. I have not committed murder. I have not stolen. I have not been arrogant. I have not caused anyone to weep. I have not been angry without just cause. I have not eavesdropped. I have not polluted the water. Mind y'all, guess what? Y'all say this every day. Guess what it's doing? Helping you when you passed over. Let me see. It says each of those was addressed to one of the 42 judges of the hell of the two truths. The goal was to prove that your heart was light and not weighed down by the burdens of these sins. What happens if you fail? And I know y'all know, but some of y'all probably don't know. What happens if you fail? All right, if your heart was heavier than the feather of Mayat, mind you, Mayat in its own is basically like casting spells, but hey, all stuff that was there before they came along, but all stuff that they're using actively against you in your face. But mind you, it belongs to us. It belongs to us. So the feather of Mayat, the consequences were final. There was no hell in the way we think of it today. Instead, you face non-existence. The devourer, a terrifying monster named Amut, sat waiting by the scales. She had the head of a crocodile, the front of a lion, and the back of a hippopotamus. The second death, if the scales tipped, Amit would immediately devour the heart. This resulted in what Egyptians called the second death. Your soul would be annihilated for eternity, and you would simply cease to exist. Alternative punishments. Some versions of the myth suggest that the failing souls might be cast into the lake of fire, into the abyss. That's what they named it. Or forced to endure bizarre punishments like being turned upside down. If you pass, however, you were led by horse to meet Osiris and allowed to enter the field of reeds, a perfect eternal version of Egypt. Yes, I would like to see the full list. Mind you, like these are, even if you don't believe in none of it, it's things that you should know, because why? They're actively using it. They're actively doing, spellcasting over the people. They're actively controlling your free will. And that's one of the parts that I don't like, because I didn't ask you to control my free will. When I came here, this was supposed to be me, my soul, having a human experience, like not for y'all to be corrupting and stuff. Like the humans shouldn't even like this. Cause what the fuck? So name the judges' names. So they got the judges' names here. Y'all can look them up all you want. It say how to cheat. The heart scarab. But mind you, that was a part of when they was dressing you for you to, go into the afterlife. The Egyptians were realistic. They knew most people had lied or made mistakes. Cause y'all be out here lying, period. Telling me I love you. That's the biggest lie y'all be telling the people. I love you, know good and well you don't need like them fucking people. But that's what they be saying to y'all. Then y'all be waking up with them every day, telling lies. To protect themselves, they use a heart scarab, a large green stolen. I have not stolen today. Stone amulet placed over the heart during mummification. The problem, the Egyptians believed the heart was the seal of the memory, the seat of memory, the seat of memory and conscience. They feared it would betray them by becoming heavy on the scale or even speaking out loud to tell the judges about their secret sins. What have you done? What skeletons do you got in your closet? The solution, the underside of the scarab was inscribed with the spell 30B of the Book of the Dead. Mind you, do we want to even go there? Because why did they try to deny that? Hey Mike, love you, thank you for being here. The spell was a direct command to the person's own organs. Oh, my heart of my mother, do not stand up against me as a witness. Do not tell lies about me in the presence of God, the God. Now, does that sound like the God is the same way the Muslims say it as well? The one God. The God. Anyway, do with that information what you will. Why the scarab beetle was chosen as a symbol for the cheating magic, because again, magic has been being done. It was already beforehand, before they told you not to do something, and then they cast spells, big spells, heavy spells over the people. The feather of Mayat, and why it was the ultimate standard of truth, and what the field of reeds paradise actually looked like for those who passed. All right. So we're gonna go over here to spell 30B of the Book of the Dead. All right, because again, we gotta remember that the Jesuits exist in real life. And they've been out here lying. Mind you, they got everybody's stuff. Because the Vatican is holding and harboring everybody's stuff. Ain't nobody looked up nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing. They out here thinking that knowledge and information is only for them. Oh no, don't do that. I just wanted to tell y'all this too.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me not only do they not pay any taxes, but they get tax refunds too? They don't pay taxes and they get fucking refunds. Disney paid $0. $0 in taxes, and they got 1.4 billion back.
Disney didn't pay any taxes, but they got $1.4 billion back in taxes. But somehow, as a refund, but somehow they don't have money for the black people for restoration. Like at some point in time, we're going to have to know and understand that all of this is intentional. They don't pay taxes, but somehow they're getting money from the government. But the government is saying there is no restoration for, and I'm saying restoration for a reason. There is no restoration, but for the black people. This literally is a system that is definitely, why are they trying to restrain us from getting money or anything else like that? Because I also told you that they said, I showed you yesterday where it says even during the state level, if they act like they want to give the black people any type of money that even circles around restoration or any of that, then at the federal level they will not give them people any more money. I showed y'all that. All right, so the definition, like all of this shit is intentional. Just so y'all know, because ain't no way you giving Disney the company, you're giving them billions of dollars, but you don't have no money for the black folks. It's people in a whole nother country saying that the biggest issue would be us. Y'all do realize destiny swapping, energy, that's what they're trying to do. Destiny swap. Eventually it all ends up, because what's for you will always be for you. But I want my shit now. Like today. I don't want nobody sitting in another country being able to, reap the benefits of my energy, my time, my hardships, my families, nothing. I want it now, today. They're not authorized. Because this is what these people have been doing. They're using us in their system because it says we will be blessed forever. Not for a short period of time. It says we will be blessed forever. So remember, I told y'all before, if you get next to a person gets next to you, they start trying to take your blessings, and you have to untangle, untie, undo, unwind. Like the buck stops here. Like God, get them. Like we're done. Because I want to live the life that I want to live, to be able to just wake up and do whatever. If I feel like going to Timbuktu today, that's what I want to do. It must be nice to be able to, create experiences for, your family, your kids, your future, this, then a third, pick up and just go to anywhere, buy whatever. It definitely is nice. But mind you, we don't want to benefit off the back and the sweat of somebody else. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Our merit, our work ethic already suggests we already did it. It's already been done. You already owe. They already owe. That is the payment for them kids that disappear. Well, guess what? This is another thing. People actively out here not realizing that this is actually happening. And this is why it's great to be in the know. So how is Disney get 1.4 billion, not million, billion, not thousands, $1 billion, $1.4 billion, they ain't paid no taxes. And why? This is how you can tell they not good people. On top of that, because even if that was happening and it was out of your power, the government basically just decided to do that, and these are your people, why would you not giving that money back? This is what I keep saying about people's journey. Like, just because something happens along your journey that could potentially be out of your control, being a good person would suggest that, well, shit, I can I can give this back to the people. Ain't nobody trying to give nothing back. Everybody just out here collecting, like, money, what do you call it? Living high off the hog, off the backs of other people. They ain't giving a fucking, are they giving a fucking, employees, bonuses that equal that. Like, this shit is weird. And if ain't nobody gonna say nothing, I'm gonna say it. This shit is weird. Mastering just means becoming highly skilled or fully proficient in something through learning or practice and experience. So the definition: to master something, to understand, to perform it at a very high level. Master something means to become highly skilled or proficient, to understand and control a skilled subject through learning. Example: master a language, speak it fluently and confidently. So if you don't control something, you can't can't control you. If you don't control something, it can't control you. It says where the phrase master. If you don't master your habits can't control your life. Anyway, what's the etymology? Mind you, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna get a second opinion because I already told you some of these things I don't like the fact that they be lying. Cause they be fucking lying. And it's crazy because the definition of a word shouldn't change. You said there were 3 big floods. All right, so and this is the reason why. Remember, at one point in time, every house had a dictionary. Okay, so mastering skill expert definition. What is the definition of mastering? It gave me an auto thing too as well. So mastering skill, the expert definition. This is when you have mastered move. This is when you have moved past just knowing how to do something and have reached a level of total proficiency, total command. You don't have to think about the steps anymore. It's muscle memory. The 10,000 hour rule, often associated with the idea that it takes a massive amount of practice to become a world class expert. Nuance. Hey, Mr. Steele, how you doing? A master doesn't just follow rules, they know when to break them to get a better result. Okay, so in music, it is consistency, making sure that the volume and vibe of every song on an album matches each other, which is frequency, isn't that right? I think. Optimizing, adjusting the sound so that it sounds good on everything from high end club speakers to cheap earbuds. Final gloss, it involves using EQ, compression, and limiting to make a track sound radio ready, loud and clear. Mastering and manufacturing media. Um, the master copy, creating the original version of a film, book, and software. Well, what about master? They called the master. What about that? What about the slave version? Because I'm noticing that there's a thing here. Because we clearly got the word from somewhere. In the context of slavery, mastering has a dark and literal meaning rooted in total control, domination, and ownership. It describes the methods used to break a person's will and to force them into submission. Here are the 3 ways that this term is used in the context. The act of subjugation. Mastering a person referred to a psychological and physical process of turning a free human being into an obedient worker. This often involves, excuse my language, right? And I don't want to say this, but I'm going to just say it. At this point in time, everybody better know and understand that, Cain enabled it. And y'all be Cain. Okay? That's what I'm going to just say. So if these people try it, just automatically know that we is able, and that's the fucking end. All right? We is able to do a thing. But we is able out this bitch. So just know that. Don't allow, like, even all this shit that they talking about with these motherfuckers, PPP, this, that, and the third. At this point in time, let's not allow them people to make nobody else slaves. We're not going to allow them to use the judicial system to turn these people into slaves. We have to start figuring out how to separate from these folks. Because what they get ready to try to do is act like everybody just violated laws to get everybody locked the fuck up. Nope. We gotta be quicker than that. They get ready to try to play a fuckery mind game with us, and then that's gonna be, oh, everybody's in jail, da 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 da, and this is how they did it. No, let's not let that happen. So I don't know who's the lawyers, I don't know who the humanitarians are, but if y'all are listening, I need y'all to get y'all ass in gear to start figuring out how we get ready to separate from these people. We want all our people back from out of the prison systems and this, that, and the third, because if y'all not gonna lock these niggas the fuck up for out here touching on kids and shit, you're not gonna lock our people up for fucking a bag of weed. Niggas that are out here child molesting and raping and pillaging and the system and everything else need to be in jail. And if you're not gonna lock them up, where is the fucking attorneys? That is the humanitarian people. We need you to get them people up out of jail, and now we separate from this system. Because what you're not going to do is put us as part of something that we don't want to be a part of. We don't want to be a part of your raping and pillaging and stealing. And then furthermore, we need to get as far away from this shit as possible. And if you come the fuck over here after we separate from your bitch ass, we are able. Because also a part of that is this. Right now, they're trying to just, blend us into their system, but they don't give a fuck about us. They don't care about us. And you can't rule over people that you don't care about. Like when we went into this system, I'm sure even back then, if they had known that this was going to be the, repercussions of it, I'm sure they would have chose death. Because that's the same exact thing. It's death living under this fucking system. Y'all got fucking pedophiles sitting in seats and everything else, and y'all want to lock a nigga up because, oh, they're terrifying. But meanwhile, these niggas is locked up for a bag of weed. Ain't got nary plane, nary train, nary automobile in order to transport this shit. But mind you, the people who actually committed the crime got their ass sitting in fucking public. I'm in control of the system. Like, that's crazy. Like, let's make some shit make sense. And y'all people who actually are actively out here clapping and this, that, and the third be under a predator, you should go to jail with them. Because ain't no damn way y'all don't see that these people are doing this shit. And then on a daily basis, y'all want to be mad at normal people. And then y'all don't really get mad until they do something to y'all. But guess who they going to do it to anyway? After we done already determined the fact that we're not doing it. We don't want to do it. We ain't going to do it, and fuck you. And you can go tell God that I cuss, because God know that I cuss, but God also know that you stole some kids. You see what I'm saying? Y'all want to be mad at me for the slightest little thing. Y'all want to be mad at a nigga for smoking weed. But mind you, if you go look at the temple, y'all, go back in history, go look at what they was doing. It was in the temple. So y'all got people actively in jail, but y'all got fucking pedophiles running the government. Mind you, you got people that don't give a fuck about the people out here. They don't care about the roads. They don't care about your living arrangements. They don't care about whether or not you eat. These niggas out here telling y'all to go buy a $3 meal, but yet they up there eating shrimp, lobster, and everything else they could be big enough to do. And mind you, giving Disney $1.6 billion, and these niggas ain't paid nothing. But if you don't pay your taxes, your ass is going to jail. Like, at some point in time, we got to realize this. If y'all don't want to do it, I'll do it. Like, let me run the government. I'll figure out how to get everybody what they need to get. Because they clearly don't care. And I can't do no worse than what the hell they doing. I can guarantee you Disney won't be getting no $1.6 billion. I can promise you that. That's crazy. Like, ain't no way you out here not telling me that these people can't have houses, but you got time to give Disney $1.6 billion? We could have paid for houses for everybody. It's fucking veterans, people that fought for this country, and y'all better not be sending y'all kids to go fight for this country. Ain't no fucking way we sending people to go fight for this country and they don't like us. Y'all people living under fucking bridges and shit. And these niggas is giving Disney $1.6 billion. Like, at this point, who gonna help us get from under this system? Because that's the part that I need to know. Don't tell me about no fucking voting or none of this other shit. Tell me how we get ready to get from underneath this fucking place. How they gonna get up? The matter of fact, and this the other thing, we want them off of the land. Like, take them with you, because I'm sure we can do it better. Ain't no way we all actively sitting out here not realizing that this is what these people doing. It's not making sense. It's not making sense at all, period. And it's not making sense that we're actively all just, being complacent. Like, oh, la, 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 connect the dots. They want to send your ass to jail, but they gave Disney $1.6 billion. You want to lock people up for some fucking PPP, but bitch, you out here fucking manipulating the whole entire system, fucking this place up as bad as you can do it, but yet you got time. I'm confused. Like, in my mind, I don't understand. Like, God, please get them as soon as you can. Like today, like get them and don't leave the other one. Like when he go, take the other ones with you. Take the whole system and throw it in the trash. It's not for the people. And apparently they done lost the plot because they forgot that the people, and apparently the people done lost the plot too because we actively watching this shit. I'm confused. But God, please get them. Like on some real, because don't nobody want to fight them. Like that's the thing. Nobody wants to argue with you. Nobody wants to fight you. Nobody want, like, we just want to live life and live life. Like, how can we make it so that the people can have basic necessities? Like somebody eating on a daily basis and not having to eat poison and things of that nature. Like these people, listen, it's just disturbing me because I don't understand how you can be that fucking wicked. Like, you mean to tell me all your friends are just as nasty as you? Like, y'all wake up on a daily basis and figure out how to feed the people poison. Like, y'all never once in the whole history of mankind try to figure out how to make this bitch a better place at all, period. Like, none of that ever just struck in y'all mind. Y'all just continually want to try to destroy this place. I'm confused. Nobody woke up. Like, when I got glitched, it wasn't oh, do you want to get closer to God? Do you want to take this glitch? Do you want to, like, nobody asked me nothing. Mind you, I wasn't even a nasty ass person. You mean to tell me a glitch can happen to people who ain't nasty people, but a glitch can't happen to these bitches? Like, something ain't right. Something clearly ain't right because people wake up on a daily basis and all they want to do is have, good fresh air. But we can't have fresh air. Why? Because these people out here want to pollute the air. They want to pollute the system because they want to keep their big businesses running. And then meanwhile, like, ain't nobody paying attention that we keep actively asking for shit. Stop buying their phones. Stop buying their clothes. Stop buying. Stop buying. Like, literally, if we just stop buying and if we just stop doing, we can fix it all. But everybody has to collectively be a part of it because of the fact that they're going to keep doing it. That's like the shit that they talk about the cars. Oh, in 2027, the cars are going to be this. Y'all don't buy no fucking cars. Don't go run out to buy no cars. Don't buy no cars. Don't go nowhere. Fuck them. Don't do nothing. Go outside in your backyard and plant you some vegetables. Go hang out with your kids. Go take some fresh air walks. Do some shit in your neighborhood and tell them collapse their whole fucking car market. Because you're not going to tell us that you're going to do with this and, oh, we're going to be happy-go-lucky because, like, y'all already see y'all can't go. It was bonding time for your father to go teach you how to fucking change your oil or how to change your brakes and shit. Now you can't even have fucking bonding time with your kids because guess what? You got to take the car to the shop to pay extra money. Like, y'all not realizing a lot of these things are taking out the bonding parts of the system. It's not making sense. I get it. Y'all want convenience, good. But you're going to conveniently take your ass up off this planet and destroy the planet because of convenience. I seen a nigga the other day that had a robotic fucking lawnmower, and for all intents and purposes, I loved it. It was great, right? But now you're gonna be wondering why your ass is vitamin D deficient. Cause you're not even attempting to try to go outside no more. You're not hanging out with your people no more. Y'all know what I seen the other day, and I fucking love this shit. I seen a whole gang of black people, and it might have just been a lot of men. It might have been some women out there. I don't know. But these niggas was out mudding in four wheelers and shit, and it was a lot of people out there. They was in the woods fucking mudding, and I was thinking, look at how much fun they having. Cause that's some shit you probably wanted to do when you was a kid, but you probably ain't have no fucking dirt bike, and now you got to do all the shit you wanted to do as a kid with all your big boy friends, and I love that for them. Get y'all some four wheelers and go outside mud and fuck them cars. Like, get y'all a whole lot of property and shit and go hang out. Like, when motherfuckers can get together and buy spirit, we can all get together and actively buy some land and everybody go live on. Let's just start our own community and say fuck them. Like, at this point, don't come over here. Like, because you don't want to, be whatever it is. Like, they don't want to be that. He said, and it's so weird because it's just the craziest thing that they actively every day you wake up trying to figure out how to be nastier. Oh, we don't have enough money yet, so let me figure out how to now screen your car. So, like, y'all fuck off. Like, I will never buy another car again. I don't give a fuck. If I gotta go and do that, I'm never buying another car. Like, bitch, I'm not. Stop participating in their system. Period. Yes, like, stop participating in their shit. We have to proclaim sovereign being. And on top of that, but mind you, spiritually, like, I know y'all want to do it paperworkly, this, that, and the third, but we have to first spiritually say actively, hell to the no. Because again, how even a lot of these systems came about, name it. In order to master something, you have to give it a God. Money is the God. Racism is the God. Jesus is the God. Mind you, you already actively had customs and everything else. And again, I ain't saying nothing about Jesus. Do what y'all will with the information. It's not up to me. Y'all gonna have to do what y'all gonna do when y'all get into heaven, hell, anything else. But mind you, just know that a lot of their customs that they put in them books was already your customs beforehand. Mind you, they took out the shit that was important. I'm trying to tell you, half the shit they tell you what to do, don't do it. You'll probably live a whole lot better. Have you noticed that it be a lot? Most of the Christian people, and I ain't saying nothing about a lot of people, whatever. But most of the people that be in them religions, it be the top people that it's like a pyramid scheme. The top head nigga got this, that, and the third, but then the other people be, wanting and needing. If that's the case, and it's so prosperous over here, everybody should be prospering. That's how you notice how you bear fruit. Like, everybody should be prospering. Everybody should be able to sit in a seat of, oh, we gonna go here because we can make it. It shouldn't be this, these people scraping up shit to be able to go over here. Like I said, Disney just got $1.6 billion. Why was that? Why is that even a thing? Because if Disney got it, I'm sure there's other places that got it too, and it's not making sense. Yes, they are. It's an innate in them. It's in it, and it is in them. I'm trying to tell you. That's why we are different. We are morally of the realm of reality. Period. Girl said this yesterday, and she said, "You know what? Let me not say that." But this is the thing. She said, "You know why they don't respect us? Because we ain't committed no crimes against humanity. Like, these motherfuckers, the argument that black people keep having to be amongst themselves. But if we really, really start going on them bitches, but mind you, we don't got that in us. This is the reason why these motherfuckers are talk bad about us. But then they'll say, oh, if something's wrong, send your kids, tell your kids to fight a black person. Bitch, I thought we were savages. Like, you literally out here wanting to enslave me, but yet you want me to breastfeed your baby. You allowed me to watch your children. Let me tell you something about my kids. Growing up, you was never going to watch them at all, period. I didn't trust y'all enough to watch them. I went to Head Start to be inside the Head Start building because I didn't trust y'all bitches. Ain't no way you gonna tell me, like, this the part I can't fathom. Like, I don't know what type of mind y'all have. You're not sticking your titty, your breast milk, you're not feeding my kid your poison. But unlike y'all know we have that gold, right? We are the cradle of life, so that's the reason why. So you try to convince me that I ain't shit, but meanwhile, you know that I'm everything. That's the reason why. Like, I wouldn't trust your bitch ass making my food. Like, don't trust me making your food and you trying to enslave me, bitch, because I swear on everything I love. Like, don't trust me. Ain't no way. Like, I'm not going to be a good slave, I promise you. Because I'm already letting you know I'm on your ass. Like, to me, I feel like everybody, it should be the Sentinelese people out this bitch. Like, when y'all try it, let's act like them people over there. Like, so that way, fuck it. We're going to have a good run at this shit. Don't trust me. So if that's the goal, then just know that you're going to have to go ahead and take me up out of here because I'm not doing it. You and everybody that's involved in it, bitch. And I ain't gonna feel no type of way because God already know you trying to take my free will, and I don't want my free will to be taken. I don't want to have to argue with nobody. I'm literally blatantly saying it. I don't want to argue with nobody. I just want to be able to live my life. I want to live a long, prosperous life. I want to be 3 billion years old because it's fruit around this bitch. It's clean air. It's good water. It is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to love on a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the good shit. But meanwhile, you out here trying to stop me from loving. You out here trying to stop me from prospering. You out here trying to stop me from growing, and then you gonna try to say I'm the mean evil one. Like, that don't even fucking make no sense. I'm trying to be a good human being. You see what I'm saying? Just trying to go see some waterfalls, you know what I'm saying? Just, drive across the country to be able to see some, like, that's all I'm trying to do. And you want to call me bad because of the fact that you want to take my free will for me to serve your monkey ass, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I ain't going to do it. I don't feel like that's something that's a part of my nature. I ain't going to be good at that. But what I am going to be good at is, playing my part in humanity. I'm not going to be out here trying to kill, steal, and destroy. I ain't going to be out here lying. Like, I'm just trying to, like, all the shit that I want to do, I ain't going to be out here doing no bullshit. But if you are trying to take my free will, bitch, I'm on that. See what I'm saying? It's easy. Leave us alone, and you won't have no problems with us. You can separate us, cool. You ain't gotta like us. Where is we supposed to live at? And then don't come the fuck over there. It's simple. But now, somehow in your minds, y'all can't never just leave us the fuck alone. You just literally have to be a fucking good for nothing ass involved in somebody else's business ass bitch. And I'm confused about that. Because how do you not like somebody, but yet you stay in somebody's business? When I don't like somebody, they don't got to worry about seeing me. Like, how many of y'all don't like people, and every day, you literally wake up with the black people on your mind? Like, I mean, anybody. Like, how many people do you not like? Whether it be, black, white, Puerto Rican, the shit that you don't like. How many of y'all wake up on a daily basis with the shit that you don't like on your mind? Ain't nobody doing that. Like, literally, y'all have to figure out what that is in y'all that is causing that and creating that, because when you don't like something, you get away from it as far as you can so you can have peace. You don't try to figure out how to steal from it. You don't figure out how to lie to it. You don't figure out how to keep it down. Like, you don't do none of that shit. But for some reason, y'all are fucking obsessed. And that's the part I don't get. Mind you, how are y'all so, like, y'all keep trying to use the word elites and this, that, and the third. Like, ain't nothing elite about that. The fact of the matter is that every day, everything that you do is based off of trying to destroy somebody. That ain't nothing elite about that. You're never going to convince me about that. So explain it to me. Why do you have a hard on for people that will actively separate from your ass? They said, oh, let's do segregation. We said, okay. Thank you. We'll go over here. Mind you, the people that want to go over there with us, the light-skinned blacks, aka the other white people, the light-skinned blacks that want to go hang out with us, we actively even will live around them. We ain't like, we like, just leave us alone. So y'all can come over here. It's them that saying they don't even want to be over there with them. Mind you, they gonna fuck around and look up, and everybody gonna be over here, and ain't nobody over there. It's gonna be like Jay-Z out this bitch. What he say? Look at the other side. They jealous. They got a table full of fellas. Yeah, and they ain't got no space. They gonna be mad. Cause don't nobody want to be over there with y'all. Like, don't nobody want to be over there with y'all. So how the fuck are we allowing if everybody want to be over here with us? Cause it's fun at the cookout. We enjoying ourselves outside in the sun, just trying to live. Have a little laugh, a little kiki with the people. Let the kids, jump off the fucking trampolines and shit, play in the pool, do everything they supposed to be doing, and y'all out here just being mean and nasty. I hate that for y'all. How the fuck do y'all got every fucking thing? Y'all still like black people. This is the funniest thing. And when I say black people, I mean all the people. You know what I mean? So Chinese, Mexican, all y'all black. Okay, y'all just a different version, but still black. Okay. Um, have y'all ever noticed that every time y'all could be having the best life, like literally, you may not have, money to go do da 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 this, that, and the third, right? But you can get together with your family and people, and y'all could be having the best time. And then people be looking at you, people that got more than you, supposedly more than you, will look at you and be frustrated and upset. Like, how are they having such a good time with they broke ass? Meanwhile, you got everything, and they actually broke, spiritually broken. Like it's a thing. Like what you pay attention to, or what you believe is success. Because some people, all they want to do is be comfortable being around their people, enjoying, being outside, enjoying the land, enjoying, y'all not talking to us. Thank you. That's peaceful. And then y'all will be mad because ain't nobody hating on the fact, oh, we looking at it's shit happening, and then it's y'all. I don't even really know what to say, because at this point I feel like everybody's a grown ass adult around here, and y'all should just know better. But it's like the thing, they don't really know better. Like, money clearly ain't making y'all happy because y'all still wake up mean and nasty. Do you know what would happen? And I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth, because you know what I'm saying, we all adults here, right? Do you know what would happen if I had everything that I needed, and on top of that, now I could be around the best people that I loved being around? Like, you not even gonna be hearing nothing about me. I'm gonna be enjoying life. Like, it's gonna be a lot of the S. Fun, food, fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit you could be doing that is entertaining, other than waking up and being like, when you got that much money, you only gotta wake up and be in nobody else's business. But somehow, just so y'all know, they have been enslaved. Their brains are enslaved for us. That's the other part, which is so crazy. Because this is the thing. In order to master something, you have to give it a God. Technically, we are their God, because they wake up every day fucking thinking about us. And once the black people and everybody else start to realize it, we are the top, because of the fact that they wake up every day with us on their brain. We ain't thinking about them. We just trying to figure out, like, how we going to, do what we need to do for tomorrow, or for the kids for today, or for whatever else. We're not thinking about them. So they done made us technically their God. They're so obsessed. People in fucking Israel so obsessed. Why are y'all so obsessed with people that y'all, mind you, if they gave all the black people the money, we would go mind our own fucking business. Like, they don't realize, like, it would also make the world a whole lot better, because they would still start, spending, doing whatever they were doing. But y'all ain't got no worry from us. We're not trying to fuck with you. We're trying to figure out why you're trying to fuck with us on a daily basis. Because we then became God in your brain. Anyway, just know this is the thing. Trying to master something, trying to be over something, trying to input your, whatever over something. Like, you didn't make us, so you can't break us. That's the other part. not easily broken. We built for this. God said we will be blessed for forever. This is the reason why when y'all look at trying to do shit for us, we still turn it into some fun. You said, oh, we not going to feed them. We going to give them scraps. We put some hot sauce on that shit, put some onions in it, put grandmama love into that shit, put some herbs from the earth into that shit, and now y'all think it's a delicacy. But I thought y'all didn't like that at first. Y'all don't never like shit until we like it. Mind you, it wasn't that we was even trying to like that. We was just trying to be basic and normal and, have some this, that, or the third, but no, here you go. And then the other part is y'all still ain't figured out that every time y'all start doing something, because we get the signal. Oh, let's start doing this to the food. And then y'all gonna fuck around and realize that, it's y'all people that is growing 3 heads and 6 bodies and da-da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, we don't all collectively stop eating that, stop drinking that, stop doing that. And now we, doing what we doing. And then y'all gonna figure out, oh, well, I thought that was gonna get them. Nope. Y'all never gonna be able to get us. God said you can't. Do not touch us. And now we're claiming it as well. Don't touch us. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you want to segregate. I don't care. I don't care. We don't care. You're never going to get us to care. That's the beauty of being always blessed. No matter what y'all try to do, God is going to spin it in our favor. Every time. And to y'all, again, stop making things your God that don't even, quantify or don't even qualify. Because we have to realize that, we have a spirit. God don't give us a spirit of fear. God ain't never gave us, a spirit to run from nobody. We ain't gonna start none, but don't start none, won't be none. If you don't start it, we ain't gonna start it. Excuse me. We'll argue with little Johnny down the street, but motherfucker, that's our family. So regardless of the fact if we got beef, we got beef. We ain't fucking with y'all. But the other part about that is this: if in fact they start trying to push the ticket, y'all as a whole better realize that we are the whole. It ain't no trying to separate nothing no more. Y'all better figure out that they already tried that system. It did not work. The same way when they did that whole little talking about some the Civil War, and we freed them from their people, Britain and all them other people over there, and then they lied to us on our property. They lied to our faces, but also, just so y'all know, God told us not to make no treaties with them bitches. They're always going to be liars. God told us. And so now they free from their country, but mind you, they're still over here. Country, what? Your queen and everybody was just the fuck over here. Y'all, King Charles, why he ain't take y'all with him? Like, literally, he should lock them the fuck up. They was just right there. That's how you know they don't care. Because he could have locked their asses right the fuck up. You out here want to put shit on the property though. You want to give us little ass rocks and shit. Take that shit off the property and take your people with y'all. Y'all ain't do that. Why King Charles them didn't come over here and lock this nigga up? Cause I can almost promise you ain't gonna be no civil war in us helping them. We already know they lied. So they could have did that we would have just clapped for your ass. Why you ain't do that? Take the whole cabinet, everybody. Get your people to come over here and get all them and take them with you. Because they not for the people. They not for the people at all, period. They'll be mad at me for saying it, but they won't be mad at themselves for doing all the bullshit that they're doing. And that's the part that I don't understand that's happening with the people. And I'm not a politician, and I can understand that, hello, if you're for the people, you're supposed to be for the people. You shouldn't be mad at people for telling you that you're not doing your job. You should be mad at your own ass for not doing your job. Like, what part of rationalizing, common sense do you not have? People wouldn't be mad if you were doing the right thing. And paying Disney or anybody else any billions of dollars without taking care of the people that's right at home, people that fought for this country, living under fucking bridges and shit. Like, that's not cool.
I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell.
And y'all pastors, y'all just be a part of the issue too.
Chat are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
He said you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs. And the pastor keep always wanting to, oh, we gonna have to. Y'all don't even realize y'all pastors is a part of the plot too. Like, they keep using them. They keep using them to try to keep you down. He said this thing said it's on my shared thing. The original YN. I'm for the violence. Can't nobody brainwash me. And he ain't never lied. Like that shit that they tried last time when they said, oh, how to, like, we just gonna have to pull them apart. Bitch, just guess what? Don't stop on my account, y'all. If anything happens, don't stop on nobody's account. Keep going. Because that's the only way it's gonna get done. And just so y'all know, some people, but just know, keep going. Keep going, because ain't no fucking way. If you don't fix it now, it's going to continue to keep being a thing. And just know that if anything happens, you're going to be seeing God anyway. So if you done the right things, I ain't lied, I ain't cheated, I ain't stole. But if it has to come down to the fact that we have to make sure that, history and the world is preserved, keep going. Please and thank you. Don't stop. Don't let them think that, oh, well, we're going to, scare a few of them, bitch. Well, guess what? Y'all gonna be killing anyway, because that's what y'all doing. They're not gonna stop at the killing, just so y'all know, just because y'all said something. They're actively killing and ain't nobody said nothing. Okay? Know that. And again, I like to live. I want to live a long, healthy, active life around here. I don't want to have, the people coming around because I said nothing. I would rather the people just stop doing what the fuck they doing and try to figure out how to make the world a better place. That's what I would like. But guess what? It's been 10,000 years. They ain't done it yet. So I don't know. Anyway, let's go over here. Do y'all hear that? I don't know what is. It sounds like somebody is playing. Somebody has like a machine or something going. Anyway, something is happening to my computer right now. The people that I was just talking about, because these is the ones y'all have to worry about. The niggas that y'all are seeing ain't the ones that we have to worry about. It's the ones that is behind the scenes that is actively doing the shit, right? Because the ones that are in front are like puppet heads, puppet figures. So they get told what to do, and then they just violate or do whatever they want to do. But then behind that, it's the people who actually have been doing what, pulling the strings. For Anubis, if y'all haven't looked into that, like, go look at it. And I know a lot of y'all already know, but look at it differently. Look at it with what you know now. It's the thing that we have to keep returning to, because as we grow, as we learn, and you may have looked at it a long time ago. Look at it with a fresh new pair of eyes. Look at it with a fresh new pair of noun eyes. Jackals were seen near graves in ancient Egypt, so they became associated with death, burial, and protection of tombs. It represents guarding what is sacred during transition, life into death. Mind y'all, just so y'all know, just because we're talking about life and death or ending of something, the ending of their reign and their time. As a matter of fact, let me see what is in this man's freaking see, because I did see something that I thought was strange. Oh.
Y'all, look at what I found. I'm at my Nana's house and look at what I found. Now you're telling me it hasn't even been 100 years since 1935. And you're telling me back in 1935, a new house was $3,400. You can't even get a new car for that amount in 2026. What? The average income. It's much lower, but that average income, you save that up, you can get a house.
That average income per year, you could get a new car with that income. A new car, $625. My brain can't even wrap my head around what this says. My brain is like, what? Tuition, $420 per year. What? What? Throw the whole country away.
Period.
No.
She ain't wrong. Oh, this was a thing too.
The of Panama have the world's highest rate of albinism. 1 in every 100.
There's a place in Panama that has people that look like this, right? For all intents and purposes, you would think they're white, but they are albino, right? But mind you, because it's hot over there and where they live, there's this fruit that they eat that keeps them from burning from the sun.
Flavonols protect their skin from UV damage at the cocoa flavonols protect their skin.
Now, mind you, because black people have melanin in their skin, right? And they drink this cocoa flavonoids or something. A cocoa flavonoid protecting their skin from the UV damage. They drink it and it has been protecting them. And they live in some of the most harshest conditions. But it's a whole society over there. Okay? Y'all, I'm starting to feel like the places that have not...
What do you mean?
The places that have the most isolated people are doing the best. Like, we have to take a lesson from them.
Studies predict that if women stopped buying cosmetic products and services, every economy in the world would collapse overnight. This is a call to collapse the economy. Let's cover our scented tampons in hairspray, light them on fire, and throw them at Maybelline's headquarters. Let's take all our leftover lotions and soaps and make the world's largest slip and slide down Capitol Hill. Weight Watchers will have a whole new meaning. Like, just wait and watch as I burn this motherfucker down. Imagine! What could we do with all these Spanx? Probably make some sort of catapult and launch our skin-softening bath bombs into enemy territory. Victoria's secret is that she's going out of business. I have picked at my body like a scab. I have squeezed at my face in the mirror until no more me could come out of me. I changed my outfit 9 times before I got here. Oh, you thought we were going to stop at burning bras? Well, then you shouldn't have given us so much flammable shit. Tampons, half, even you, Diva Cups, will be a thing of the past. Tonight, we paint the town red. I'm not bleaching my asshole. I'll bleach you, asshole. Are you gonna put those fake eyelashes on for me? No, then I don't fucking want them. Does that shampoo also come with the Photoshop you used on the model? No. Then I don't fucking want it. Fuck you, Summer's Eve. I'd rather my vagina not smell like Island Splash or Delicate Blossom. Because what the fuck does that even smell like? That's not even a real scent. My vagina is already bejazzled enough.
Not bejazzled.
Razors and grow our hair as long as rivers. How beautiful it would be to take the money I spend to be pretty for you, make my hair soft for you, my nails like candy for you, go under the knife for you, give myself skin cancer for you, and stop giving the 76 cents back. There were days I spent hours crying in the dressing room. Days I didn't leave the house in case someone had a camera for fear of becoming another before picture. So thank you, Cosmo, for giving me 472 more sex tips to completely ignore. Thank you for all this leftover lipstick to write I am flawless on the wall. Thank you for the cover-up, the vanishing cream. Thank you for making us invisible. That way, you'll never see us coming.
They told them, didn't they? Period. Because you can be a slave to so many different things. Mind you, guess what? You do all this shit, and vice versa. It could be men in the gym, this, that, and the third. But women, the hair, the nails, the clothes, the this, that, and the third, and then a nigga still cheat on you. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all other than the fact that We have to figure it out. We have to stop doing some of the things that we do because we're giving them the power. Mind you, and taking the power away from ourselves. So let me see if I can find this date. Because it was weird that it said 2027. Do y'all hear that whistling noise?
I think there's been a lot of controversy around Trump at the moment. I think the King's trying to keep America in check. So I think it's good. My visit with the King, the 3rd of February.
Mind y'all, did y'all know that he gave him a bail? I forgot what it was called, but it basically was saying he was a dick. He gave that to Trump.
Royal visits to America are usually ceremonial, but this one actually does matter because the ceremonial bomb searches, an MP held
For the first time, I pray with all.
There's a seat that he was sitting in, and it said somebody had the date circled, and it had 2027 in it, and I want to see what it said. Because a lot of people are saying that this is like the fact that they're over here is like some type of ceremonial them relinquishing rights and this, that, and the third to the US. But y'all didn't never have no rights to the US. Y'all stole it. Like, we have to talk about what it really was. Y'all came over here stealing. And so who are you relinquishing rights to? Are you relinquishing rights back to the people, or like what is happening? Because like I'm confused. I don't think I can find it, but when I do next time I'll save it because it was definitely there.
Will before her death, stipulating that Charles must abdicate before 2027. If Charles is considered to be one of the worst kings in British history, then did you know that King Charles is only allowed to reign for 5 years? Queen Elizabeth left a shocking will before her death, stipulating that Charles must abdicate before 2027. If Charles is considered to be one of the worst kings in British history, then Prince William is seen as the key to restoring the royal family's reputation. The Queen recognized this even during her lifetime. She not only lacked trust in Charles, but also harbored suspicions about Camilla. Otherwise, she wouldn't have allowed her daughter-in-law to undergo a hysterectomy. Before her death, the Queen, though forced to pass the throne to Charles, allowed him to reign for only 5 years. She feared that after her death, Charles would bring the country into chaos. In contrast, she had more confidence in her grandson, William, as the future King of England. Naturally, Charles was unwilling to comply with this order, even attempting to suppress William and shift power to Camilla. However, after being diagnosed with cancer, Charles began to feel overwhelmed and gradually changed his mind, placing more trust in William. Do you look forward to William becoming king?
All right, so that must have been what it was saying that in 2027 he has to give it up. But I pray that all these people turn out to be good people, because just because you inherited something don't make it yours. Because a lot of shit that they have don't belong to them. It belongs elsewhere. So do with that information what you will. What was I going to tell y'all about these people? So over here, protection and transition. So I wanted to tell y'all what this meant first, because this was actually what was there. The jackal, spiritually, what it means. And then I was going to tell y'all about them people, because like I said, it be the people that be pulling strings behind the scenes that we need to be looking at. And this is the other part. Like, it would be cool that if the people were saying, okay, well, now we're in the age of truth telling, this was the prophecy, this, then, the third, but we're gonna make it right. But it's still like them trying to lie and manipulate and connive, like going down with the ship. Like they gonna double down on this shit. The plane is going down, but they're gonna keep doubling down on it until the crash. I told y'all I'll be I have to pull up the actual meaning and verbiage, because I don't like lying to y'all. So transition and thresholds, life, death, rebirth. It's the wheel of fortune, but also a tower. So during the tower moment is like shit falling apart. Everything, it looks like chaos and destruction. But what towers actually do is they show you where the foundation is either strong or where it's weak at. So in the Wheel of Fortune, it's like sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. So it's like wherever it's going. But also during the Wheel of Fortune, it's different contracts and things of that nature being made. So spiritually, what's also happening is that the Great Awakening, people that were, it keeps being sounds that are weird, like it's frequency sounds that I keep hearing. Um, People who have been reincarnated, children, this, that, and the third, because I've been seeing a lot of that too. Like parents not understanding that that could be a thing because they may not believe in that. And so one little boy, he told his parents, he said, there was a plate or something that was broken. He said, I remember when I painted that, when I hand painted that in Japan, but I died, such and such or whatever, right? Mind you, he told a whole story. And the parent didn't believe him. But anyway, when he picked up the plate, it was broken. It was outside and old and raggedy. When he picked up the plate said hand painted in Japan. So the dad was in awe, like disbelief, like, how the fuck would he have known that? Anyway, things of that nature happening. But during the Wheel of Fortune, it's different when different contracts are being made, like spiritually in heaven, it's rearranging things. So whereas some people, because remember what the lady said, Esau trying to stop their karma. Some people be trying to stop their karma because they don't want to have to deal with the repercussions of what they have done. It's like with this man, when they said King Charles, all of a sudden after he realized he had cancer, then all of a sudden now he is trying to figure out how to do the right thing. But at first, if he thought he had some time, he was going to try to do some tomfuckery and try to put that woman, in position. And that's what happens a lot of times. Like when they figure out that, okay, my time is up. Now, they want to tell the truth. And now all of a sudden they want to do the right thing because they have to try to do that in order to now, okay, whatever the afterlife is going to hold. So they wasn't going to be a good person as long as they thought they had years, weeks, months, and time. But the moment they realize that their time is short, all of a sudden they start trying to, transition, do the right thing in the eyes of God. That also means that they knew the right thing to do beforehand. Because if you're going to do it now because your time is short, that means you knew that what the hell you was doing was wrong any fucking way. And I ain't God, so I can't tell them, that you should do it during a time when it really, really matters. But, you know, that people gonna do what they're gonna do. So, the jackal is a symbol that shows up in several traditions, but most well known meaning comes from ancient Egyptian religion, especially through Anubis in ancient Egypt. So it is transition and thresholds. Also know that this is standing in a doorway of. So if we even talking about this, is a transition, it's a threshold, a doorway. So a portal. All right. So know that. Because jackals were seen near cemeteries in ancient Egypt, they become linked with. Um, it's a timing also, just so you know, endings and beginnings. What could be the end of something, and they saying, oh, we get ready to do, da 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 da, because I've been seeing stuff and they said they get ready, do certain things, they're going to nuke somewhere, this person will nuke somewhere. But y'all, just so y'all know, just because they think that it's going to play out the way that they thinking, it's probably not going to play out the way that they think. And actively, this is where us as human beings and us as people have to realize that I am my brother's keeper. And we may hear things and think that we can't do anything about it, but we as a people can collectively do something about it. So, but a lot of people ain't going to try to do nothing about it until something has already happened. But meanwhile, you already been collectively being told and talked to about certain things. And people benefit as long as they benefiting off of shit, they don't care. Like slavery is costly. Taking somebody's free will is costly, but mind you, slavery is costly for everybody that's involved. The people that are actually doing it, because regardless of whether or not you think that you're going to get away with it here, spiritually, you're not getting away with that shit. And for all intents purposes, I don't know about y'all, but to me, spiritually, my soul, my light being is more important than, this moment right here in this time. So do with that information what you will. But endings and beginnings. So it could be the ending. They think it's going to be the ending, but for you, but meanwhile, it's the beginning for you. And vice versa. So take it how it resonates. It's also transitions between states, between worlds. It's like standing at the doorway. And the door is clearly open. And you about to walk through it. And so it's the end of this life and going into a new life. And again, not that I want to die or go nowhere, but just so y'all know, like, there's some people that automatically know, and this place is a great place. There's lots of things that we haven't seen, this, that, and the third. But if you could be closer to God, then that could also be a thing. But take it how it resonates, because so whatever is happening, because it's basically that shit, right? You know, being shown. And so people could think that they're in control of something, and then God take you out of here right today. It's like one of those things where you try to do something to a person that has a divine assignment, and you don't know that this person has a divine assignment. You just think that, oh, I'm powerful because I've been out here manipulating and masterpiecing this, that, and the third. And meanwhile, God been telling you the whole entire time, leave that person alone. Like, you get the warning. Please leave that alone. Please don't do that. Please stay away. And you just be saying, oh, I'm so powerful that I'm going to stay and do whatever, you know, and I'm going to advance upon these people, and I'm going to continue to keep putting my foot on these people's necks. And God been saying, like, the time is up. I done gave you a whole little da-da-da-da-da. You ain't got it right now, this, that, and the third. And then you go that one last time. And mind you, you know for a fact that God done already told you. You go for that one last time to pick your dumb leg up, to put your foot on that person's neck, and then God tip you over. Heart attack. Get out of here. Done. Because I told you not to do that. But you didn't listen. You had to keep trying to fuck with somebody, and they was never fucking with you. Or now your ass got the plague. And so it's people out here, then the man's just on the ship, and he's saying, well, we're still human beings, and we're in the middle of the ocean. And not that this is important, but I keep wanting to ask people who they vote for. Like, who did you vote for? In the past 4, 6, 8, 12 years, who did you vote for? Because if any given time, any of your votes was in a way to be a racist ass bastard, or not to be in the collective, you know, the good of humanity and the people, and not that any of it was any good, but, you know, the fact of the matter is that some people's intentions was clear, you know, bias of this. Like, you don't have no reason why you don't like nobody. You just don't like nobody. And then now your bitch ass is stuck in the middle of the ocean saying that I'm a human. Are you really? Because I don't think that you're a human. And I ain't talking about the person. I'm just saying this is the thing. Um, I don't think nobody's a human that don't like all human lives. You can't be a human and only like your human life. You gotta be some type of something, because being a lover of humans and humanity is making sure that everybody benefits. So if it only is now that you are, you know, actively wanting to, I'm a human because I'm stuck somewhere and I am getting the Hunter virus or whatever the hell that is. But mind you, people done already got off the ship and this, and the third. But Revelation says what about plagues? Let's see. I mean, because it's already been prophesied and foretold. So they said the 7 churches, 7 seals. They said that, right? Remember the people that I just told you about, the what they call the Jekyll, the what the fuck them people name is? Not the Jackals, what's some people name, y'all? Because we don't want to lie. Look, they be wanting to cover their shit up real quick. I don't even know where they went. These people right here. Oh, I thought I had them, but nope. The Jesuits, those people, okay. The Jesus folks, the people that gave y'all Jesus. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just telling y'all that these stories are as old as the day is long. Anyway, Revelation, 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls, 7 vials. Each series includes disasters often called plagues. Yup, that's what they is, Majestic Grace, the Jesus folks, them. Because, I ain't got nothing to say. There's power in the name. But when people be out here lying and, saying some shit that ain't the shit, we gonna have to talk to God about it, because God get them, because they out here lying and confusing people and messing everything up. And if there's confusion in the world, these is the ones that did it. Don't be mad at me because I'm not as old as they are. They have done it. And so, for all intents purposes, I can read, I can comprehend. And you can't tell me that I'm talking to, heaven and I'm heaven. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way. Anyway, so the 7 seals, Revelation 6 and 8, when the seals are open, consequences include war and conflict. We definitely in war and conflict. Famine. We definitely is hungry out this bitch, while, people out here trying to tell you get a $3 meal. People living under bridges. They don't want to feed the kids in school. Death on a large scale. Well, and then we go over here, the Psalms 91, and Psalms 91 says, you will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. But are you listening to who? Are you listening to God, the first God, the only God that was here? Or are you listening to the religious God, the people that protect pedophiles and like to rub on men's butts? And don't be mad at me, because if it's a lie, they're telling it and it's right there. Like, I saw the let me know you, like they continue to keep wanting to come to righteous folks and stick they, touch on people's butts. And I didn't create the text. And if you can't read between the lines and see that they out here touching on people's butts, and mind you, then they, be moving the kids around and they be doing this, that, and the third, and then y'all be out here saying, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Y'all be in the building praising. I ain't judging. But don't be mad at me because I ain't doing it. And you're not going to convince me that, you are godly when children are on the menu. Raping, pillaging, stealing, and burying the truth is on the menu. And yes, I have an issue with it because of the fact that I would like to know the truth. I want to know what y'all have done. I want to know the whole entire story, like the audacity of everything that y'all have. I want to know it. I want to know why y'all tangled everything up. I want to know why y'all stole the history. I want to know why y'all try to bury us. I want to know why y'all continue to keep trying to bury us. I want to know. And I'm not going to be out here praising nobody and thinking that nobody's a good ass person. Meanwhile, y'all got, insurance policies that said if I touch on your ass, then, I'm covered. I don't like that. Because I don't have to have insurance for touching on nobody's ass. Because I ain't going to touch on nobody's ass. I can add that to the list of things I ain't done. I ain't touched nobody's ass. I can say that. I cussed today. I definitely did cuss multiple times. But I ain't, lied. I ain't cheated. I ain't stole nothing. I ain't touched nobody's ass. I ain't trying to manipulate nobody. All I'm trying to do is get down to the truth. And the truth is, y'all got it. Y'all sitting on the seat of truth. And, if it's lies being told, y'all told it. And y'all can also fix it. And I'm not going to praise you when I know you out here doing some foul shit, when it's people out here starving, people that fought for this country living under bridges and everything else. I'm not going to praise you for giving nobody no $1.6 billion that should have enough money to pay back into the system. I'm not going to praise you for a broken ass system. I'm not going to praise you for wanting to be the head of nothing and be a nasty ass individual. And I'm not just talking about one person, I'm talking about all the leaders. Every leader in every country, if you're a nasty ass individual and all you do is wake up and figure out how to suppress your people, y'all too. Like at this point in time, like just let us do it, let the people do it, and it'll be fine. Like I can probably help, everybody. Let's figure out what we got to do. Let's collectively put the brains together. We already know that in order to, get rid of the drug bullshit, get rid of the people that's doing the drug shit. Like that's also the people that's in control. Like it's a lot of things that lead back to the people that are in control. Like a lot of things just wouldn't be the thing if these niggas weren't in control. War and conflict, death, famine death on a large scale, earthquakes. Earthquakes are already starting to happen. Mind you, I don't think the earthquake that they're talking about has happened because I told y'all in 2022, 2023, I literally actively saw this earthquake like to the tune of shit was shaking. I felt it in my body. That's how bad it was that they showed me this earthquake. So the earthquake that I think that I saw ain't gonna be in comparison to this shit. Like the earthquake that I saw is houses and shit falling in the earthquake. Like it's gonna be some people that y'all they was here and now they not because the ground opened up and now they in the earthquake. So earthquakes is happening though. One still introduces widespread death and suffering, often symbolizes as plague-like devastation. Water is already scarce because I don't know if I showed y'all. I did show y'all. Showed y'all yesterday that one of the lakes or something is dried up like very very bad. But mind you, that's not the only one. There's faults and things going to happen. But also, guess what? These are also man-made problems because you'll have to remember that if you look up a lot of stuff, they done made dams and shit around. They done try to bury, cities and people and all that stuff underneath of it. This is all their shit. This is restoration in God's way because it got to be undone. You actually actively bury civilizations, people underground, under lakes and rivers and things of that nature because you was wicked and evil and wanted to destroy it. So when all them people come back to haunt your ass, and I pray that they do today, not tomorrow, today, and y'all relatives and everybody else, they should definitely come back to haunt your ass. Yes, I watch AKT. She been seeing too. She said the earth is shaking now and the volcanoes are erupting now. Well, when the massive ones, the ones that like, yeah, I think that's like I said, people not gonna care about nothing until it's at their doorstep. Like this is the reason why I'm actively sitting here. Everybody have the day they deserve, including me, because guess what? The thing is we can all talk about it. It can all be like, but it's not going to happen. And I remember 9/11, like I said, and the minute 9/11 happened, I said, I'm not going to work. Fuck them people. And this is the thing, like people are not going to care. Families ain't going. It's not going to matter. Your family ain't going to matter until when you're at risk of not having one. People's children were they over there bombing shit and all this, like it don't matter to y'all because it didn't happen to your kid. Like people actively able to just pick up and go to work and do this that, and the third, like, and not a care in their mind that it's people that are waking up and they don't have nowhere to be because the whole entire area is demolished. And for all intents and purposes, over here in America, we have never had to deal with that. And that's the reason why a lot of us is the way the fuck we are right now. And, I live here, so of course I wouldn't want that happening, but guess what? They live there too. Them people live there too. I don't like the fact that my ancestors are here, and mind you, they trying to cover up my ancestry and say that these people didn't exist or they took land and shit. Like they actively took land from my people. The ancestry proves it and shows it. And then they act like, oh, let me just wipe this away because you don't exist. Like they're not good people. They're never going to be good people. Like, you done had thousands of, I can see if even like at this point, like, God, yeah, really, really get them, because at this point you done had hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, for y'all to be able to figure this out, and y'all still ain't figured it out, and y'all still just nasty on every continent, on every ocean side, city to city. It's people living in the most deplorable situations. And mind you, like I said, it affects everybody. This earth is one fucking planet. So if it's people in fucking Timbuktu that's living with an ocean full of, or a seaside full of trash, it affects everybody. But yeah, it's people running around here with billions, and saying niggas too, just so y'all know, because y'all not exempt. It's people in areas that got so much money, but mind you, you're not actively paying attention to other stuff. It's not going to matter until it is you. And then y'all will worry about y'all space, but mind you, people over here got a whole ocean full of trash. You can't even walk there. It's a fucking rainforest. Why is the rainforest full of trash? But mind you, it's people running around here with billions and trillions of dollars. They don't care. Mind you, you can actively do stuff with that trash. People are starting to figure out you can do stuff with the trash. I seen a girl yesterday taking the glass bottles and turning them back into sand. There's stuff that can be done, but no, it's people around here, they rather try to figure out how to poison the earth. Let's figure out how to cloud seed and fuck up conditions, weather conditions, because Mother Nature ain't doing it right. Like, these people really think that they're better than God. And I don't like that. I don't like that for them, and I don't like that for us, because we're the ones that suffer the consequences of it, until everybody realizes that we are all one people, one earth. If they fuck up the earth over there, guess what? They fucking it up for everybody. Like, I don't know why people think that, oh, we're untouched because it's many thousands of miles away. Like, it's still gonna affect us. So I don't understand. If they keep poisoning the oceans and this, that, and the third, y'all out here. I done stop eating shellfish and everything else. So guess what? Ain't gonna affect me all that much. But I like fish. So if we out here actively continuing to let them fuck up the ocean, I done seen so many boats and everything, like sink and everything else. Mind you, where y'all think them chemicals and stuff is going in that? Sooner or later, it's gonna affect the ocean. And then there's gonna be a food shortage. The ocean ain't gonna be no good. It's gonna take thousands of years for that to fucking go back. And then what y'all gonna eat? Y'all already complaining about the fact that these people out here trying to turn people into meat and this, that, and the third. Like, y'all all actively mad, but y'all not really mad at all the right things. Because you're enslaved to, I need a new car in 2027, and my new car in 2027 is not going to start because it's going to register my senses. Like, shut this bitch down. At this point, if we don't shut it down now, if it gets shut down on its own, there's nothing we can do about it. But if we shut it down on our own, guess what? When it restarts, we can make it, there's still stuff that we can use. If it gets shut down because there's nothing that we can use, we're fucked. Why is it that people can't garden? Because there's laws from people and corporations and this, that, and a third. Why are the people not getting rid of the corporations? The land is there. God gave it to you. But we can't actively plant stuff. They're controlling the farmers. They're doing this. They're doing everything but being a person that is trying to, help humanity. They're doing everything but that. I'm not even in the system enough to, like, as far as they're plugged in and tapped in. Like, I'm a little black girl from, Dover, Delaware. So of course my little thought process don't matter. But it's people that claim that they are elites and everything else, and they don't see that this is a problem. Not that elite. I'm not gonna call you no elite. I'm not gonna call you. I can't call you, but what you are, a scourge on the fucking earth and the planet, because y'all are not helping nothing. And anybody can say, "Oh, it's just like a dream, this, that, and a third." No, it's not a dream. Why? Because if you out here able to do, like, it's people that live in shacks. in different countries and shit like that, right? But mind you, it's people actively out here with billions and trillions. They're giving businesses billions and trillions of dollars. Like, they can fix that. They can fix that. Mike said they're paying farmers not to farm or to destroy their crops. That's what I'm saying. But mind you, people don't even know that. I seen that too. But mind you, there's a black farmer, a black situation. They coming up and they've been they're shipping their meats and everything worldwide. So I love that for them. But this is the thing, like, because of their hatred is ruining the world. And we're just actively sitting by and letting them and watching them. But mind you, it's not even me. It is not even, it's the people who look like them that benefit from this that ain't saying shit. So, hey, anyway, 7 trumpets. These bring more direct plague imagery. So hell, fire, burning earth. Y'all been seeing a lot of hell happening because I've been seeing people saying that there's hell. There's people trying to put fucking shit on cars. I've seen people putting fucking floaties on cars to stop the hell damage because the insurance said they not paying for that. A third of the seas turn into blood. What I said. When the seas fuck up, then what y'all gonna do? Water becoming bitter. What's gonna happen when water becomes bitter? Darkness over parts of the sky. What's going to happen? Swarms of destructive locust-like creatures. Widespread death. Nobody's saying nothing. 7 bowls, Revelation 16. Painful sores on people. Y'all ain't seen the new disease they got? Because let me tell you, that's already a thing. Look like fucking ringworm.
This sexually transmitted infection everybody's talking about. Good question. Let's break it down.
What is this new sexually transmitted infection everybody talking about?
Super sensitive to sexually transmitted infection outbreak.
He got music.
Variant called Nimbus. It's also the number NB181, and apparently it's causing sore throat that is like beyond the typical sore throat.
Oh, not that. Y'all need to see this shit.
She had to immediately go.
This shit is fucking disgusting. It look like fucking ringworms.
My hands are. I used to have. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Bitch, it's cold sore. Let me see.
Okay, what is this new sexually transmitted infection everybody's talking about? So there is a new STD on the block, but this.
Why all these people got music?
Spreading in the United States, and it's not what you think. It's not a virus. It's not a bacteria. It's a fungus. I'm Dr. Andy, board certified family medicine physician. You're Dr. Bestie, and let me break this down really quick. This is called TMV.
But I need y'all to see it because this shit is disgusting. Like, y'all ain't gonna care until it get on you.
That's not being spread through sexual skin-to-skin contact. Before you tune out, this is not your typical athlete's foot. This can show up as a painful, super itchy, inflamed rash, and it can look like things like razor burn, eczema, psoriasis, or just like irritated skin. Except it's not. We're seeing it on the genitals, inner thighs, butt, and even the face. Basically anywhere there's close contact during sex. Right now, it's being reported mostly in men who have sex with men, but medically, anyone can get this with exposure. And here's where it gets.
They said it's mostly in men that's having sex with men. Hold on. But men be having sex with men and women. This is why y'all want to stay celibate.
Do not do it, bro. It's just, STI's got a new DLC. It's new STIs coming out, bro. This shit is terrible.
He says new STI coming out. It's a new STD coming out like it's a brand new release. It's a Jordan release.
At the Duke Global Health Institute are working to educate doctors about a new STI, which recently caused an outbreak of at least 30 cases in Minnesota and has been detected in other U.S. cities. The infection is caused by the fungus Trichophyton metagrophytis type 7, which spreads through intimate contact and has predominantly been seen among men who have sex with men. It causes painful coin-sized rashes on the arms, the booty cheeks, trunk, legs, and genitals. While infections can be treated with oral antifungal medications, treatment can take up to several weeks, making fast detection of the uncommon.
Mike said, right, like the new Xbox game. Yeah, it's a new release. But I need y'all to see this shit. This shit is disgusting.
Okay, what is this?
Hey, everyone, it's me, Dr. Law. Board certified dermatologist here. Happy Pride. Speaking of
He
Pride,
said happy Pride.
there are now newly sexually transmitted fungal infections that have been detected in New York City, the first case in the United States. What does this mean? Well, most fungal infections are transmitted from animal to human and even human to human contact. This new fungus, Trichophyton integrans.
Period. She said people out here being trifling. It is
by human to human transmission, with most reports in the literature being from sexual contact, more commonly in men who have sex with men and sex workers. How does it present? Typically, it presents with a scaly rash in the genital area, on the face, or around the buttock. Fungal infections can mimic many other diseases such as psoriasis and eczema, and therefore can lead to a delay in diagnosis. When caught early, fungal infections can easily be treated with topicals and or oral medications. However, when fungal infections have been around for a long time and or they go down the hair follicle,
mind you, they said this shit, if you hug somebody like and y'all skin to skin, like y'all up on each other, that shit is being transmitted like that. That shit is crazy. Look at this. Like I've seen it worse than that.
Minnesota's a, let's talk about the new STD.
The new STD has emerged. Just
Talk about the new flesh.
So just so y'all, then there was a flesh eating one. Hold on, let me see, because that she was right.
Got a new STD for y'all. It's a new STD. Don't they do that at every rodeo?
Nah, Ojo, they say them people had kids and stuff down there, but they also say they got reported in a week 33,000 deaths.
Cause Houston just had that shit. That thing that they just had when everybody went to Houston.
3,000 new cases. Man, stop playing. 33,000.
Where?
In a week. In a week.
She said people out here being trifling. People out here acting like they don't realize it's STDs out here. So it says, water becoming bitter, darkness over parts of the sky, swarms of destructive locust-like creatures, widespread death. Then it got 7 bowls, painful sores on people, seas and rivers turn into blood, extreme heat from the sun. It's already hot. Like y'all don't know that. Like that's happening. But then there's something that's happening, like an undertone of cold that's happening too. How are they putting this out? Injections to someone in the hospital. No, they just out here freaking on people. I mean, do you have to, because you heard what they said. It started off like gay shit is what they said. Transmission, male to male, right? Do you know that shit? So I don't give a damn what nobody say, like, that shit. And so then now you out here, you sticking it in your mouth. Then you out here sticking it in vaginas. Like, it's shit. I don't think nobody got to do nothing. I think people's out here having all the fun they can have because the Houston thing was like a spring break and then everybody thought it was a fuck for all. I don't know if you seen the shit during spring break when they had the people, like everybody was like, how the fuck did Houston turn out to be spring break? Like that was weird. But because normally they go to, beaches and shit like that. Either way, people be out here fucking, right? But lo and behold, they had turned it into like a whole little play thing. Like I forgot what the girl's name was. Aaliyah or something. Like, is this Aaliyah? Is this Aaliyah? So the niggas was putting the girls on blast. So they would be going to parties and shit, and they would just be waking up with random bitches in the bed. Like, I know you seen that shit because I seen that shit. And I ain't even go, but I seen that, like, you know what I mean? It was just kind of strange that, like, what the fuck? There was a girl named Aaliyah. She came on there and said, that is not me. Like, she had to make sure she cleared herself because she wasn't with it. Anyway, darkness and suffering, Euphrates River drying up. Didn't that already happen? Massive earthquakes and hailstorms. Ain't that already happening? It says widespread disasters. Ain't that already happening? Judgment events. I already told you we've been in judgment day since fucking 2023, like 2022, 2023. Like people thought judgment, like they think that somebody just coming out the sky and then y'all in line. Like, nah, when you do shit, you're getting your ass handed to you right here and there. Also, you're getting exposed. That's judgment. That's basically you being every lie these niggas out here telling. Everybody that was celebrities and this, that, and the third being exposed, like literally people being exposed. That's judgment. Symbolic consequences of spiritual rebellion, jail, spiritual jail, like shit happening. Um, the Book of Revelations is highly symbolic, written by apocalyptic style visions and metaphors, but mind you, that is prophecy that's happening right now in our fucking face. Not a literal step-by-step prediction guide, but it's happening right in our face. So again, like I said, when they be telling you shit, don't be listening to them. Just pay attention. Different religious traditions interpret these plagues in different ways, but mind you, it's playing out as just as they said it. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Even if it wasn't going to happen like that, the fact that somebody said that out of their mouth, now here we are. I mean, it's as simple as people could be casting spells and shit too, but also people is actively out here having freak offs. So that's another thing. You trying to tell me that in everybody listening to freak offs, right? Which is the weirdest thing for me. Everybody's listening to everybody say this person had this person had that. But mind you, don't y'all realize that freak offs means that if you was connected to the freak off, it's more than likely that, there's some strange ass sounds happening. Anyway, Revelation describes plagues as a series of escalating disasters symbolizing judgment, chaos, and transformation in the end of times. And your mama been telling you, your great grandmama been telling you, but we ain't never been closer than we are today. It's been the slowest, fastest turn of a fucking events of the world coming to an end of day times than we've ever experienced. But mind you, we're still here because they're trying to slow down their karma. Again, it's all the shit that they're basically doing, that they're putting in the system, all the things they have covered up because they want you to think. Everybody's brain should start thinking as soon as you hear something, what's the opposite of that? What's the consequences? Like, even when they say this, so what's the other side of that? Because when this is happening, so was this. And when this is happening, so was this. How can I figure out how not to be a slave to this system a second time? They named it. Now you name it. They named it reset. I named it restoration. Because you're not going to reset me back to no bullshit that you want me to do because you want me to be a slave. Restoration means the universe is going to adjust itself as many times as necessary as possible in order to put itself back into position. And that is the right position, not their position. Because who the fuck do they think they are? They think they're better than God. They're tampering with the weather. And then in turn, that is now creating other havoc other places. Why did you think you should tamper with the weather? Mother Nature knows how to tamper with the weather. Mother Nature is in charge of the weather. Who the fuck told you you should be in charge of the weather? These niggas said they was going to cover up the sun. Like, did y'all not think that we are officially, and I ain't nobody's doctor or anything else. This is just me saying what I'm saying. We are, and I don't want to say it like this, because what's the other word for special? I want to use the R word, but I'm going to say special. Because these people got to be mentally ill. Like, ain't no way they going to try to tell you that you're mentally ill, but they clearly got to be mentally ill because how the fuck do you think you're going to cover up the sun? You literally think that you're bigger and better than God. Mind you, we all heard them say that. And ain't nobody say nothing. It's just like we all just oblivious to the system. Like, oh my God, they're saying they're going to cover up the sun. They're trying to figure out how to shoot rockets out into outer space. But if you look at the thing, that there's a firmament. God said there's a firmament. So they're saying that, like, what the hell is this shit? I don't like it. God, please get them. I'm tired of their corruption. I'm tired of their BS. Like, God, please get them expeditiously. Like today. Because I'm sick and tired of them. And I'm sure the people are sick and tired of them too. Innocent people are losing their life because these people are stupid. It don't make sense. Like, you ain't no way you could be out here, you got trillions of dollars, and you still wake up every day stuck on stupid. I'm confused. And highly disturbed, because how much is it going to take for you to realize, like, you done enough? Like, what is in your brain, what is in your family lineage that it don't make you become a good person at all, period? What is in your system that is creating that chaos inside of you? It is okay for you to sit your ass down. It is okay for you to go somewhere and sit and just think about what you have done thus far. Like, God, get them, like, literally put them somewhere where they can think about what they have done. Because ain't no way you're going to tell me that you don't think you have done enough. You literally want to destroy the world because you're throwing a temper tantrum. And you're trying to tell me that women are emotional. Y'all ain't even really got nothing to argue over. It's so much worse shit. Like, if you literally take any of those people that are doing the shit that they're doing right now and put them in any position of anybody that they have, what they have done to them, like flip flop, they wouldn't be able to take it. On the first day, them niggas would be trying to figure out how to eject their ass out of the system. But yet they keep doing it. These people would not know how to live without their money at all, period. Like, if you literally take their money from them and make them actively do the stuff that they're trying to get other people to do, they would eject themselves from the system. I promise you. The minute stuff starts going left for them and they can't afford none of the shit that they're able to afford, they figure out how to escape the system. Like, they can't deal with it. But yet they want you to do some shit that they can't do. Like, that's the part of being a good leader. If you're not going to be able to do it, don't ask nobody else to do it. And from this point on, this is another thing that we have to actively know in this system. If they're not going to be a good leader, and this is how you know the points of a good leader. If you ain't going to do it, don't ask nobody else to do it. You go first. Don't ask nobody to go to war for your bitch ass if you ain't going to war. You better figure out how to create peace on this mother sucker. Like, what you trying to send other people to war for and risk their life? Bitch, you do it first. Show us, be the example. Otherwise, figure out how to create peace. They want to send your kids. They want to send your men. They want to send your daughters. They want to send your folks. They don't want to send theirs though. So to me, that says fuck no. That means that everybody that's there, quit, drop the shit and leave. Because if they not willing to go, because a true warrior, even throughout history, will get on a fucking horse and ride into the motherfucking, to the enemy territory for this shit. This how much I love this shit. I'm gonna go fight for it. They not doing that. They out here trying to argue from across hundreds of thousands of miles. Ain't willing to risk none of their chick kids, none of their family, none of their shit, but they're willing to risk yours. That's not a good leader to me. You're never going to convince me that you're a good leader. You're going to always convince me that you're a bum and a coward because of the fact that any good leader throughout history gets on their fucking horse and they go get that shit. I'm going to lead this into victory. But if you sit and calling shots, nah, you better figure out how to create peace in your life, sir. Because at this point, you're not ever going to convince me that, it's women that got more heart than that. Like, literally, and a lot of niggas that figured out that they boys be talking shit, them females will go get it. Bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Like, who did what and let me go get it? Because if you ain't going to do it, then I'll do it. I can be diplomatic enough to get the shit done. What is we talking about? Yo ass, them people over there, like that one location, like DNA test everybody. Because at this point, what are we arguing about? Like, if it's some shit that we can actively pull a DNA test out to figure out that your ass ain't even who you talking about, we can get you up on out of here real quick. We ain't even gotta talk to you. Cause you know what I'm saying? She said, man, woman, child, all capable in the neighborhood. Look at, that's what I'm saying. But mind you, we actively in an argument with some people, and all we got to do is DNA test these bitches. We can already figure out where who coming from who. Excuse me. We actively arguing with somebody when the Vatican can open up their doors, their vaults, and they can open their mouths, and they can say these people in this place ain't this place. This is what we did. So the Vatican can shut this shit down too. Europe, and everybody else can shut this shit down. Oh, we sent these people. Germany. Oh, we sent these people. These is the reason why they went there. Da 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 da. Like all of these places can shut this shit down right the fuck now. Y'all want to argue. Y'all want to create chaos. Uncommon. I knew who stole my bike. Evil energy is traceable. I mean, all the energy is traceable. It's just all in who wants to say something and who don't want to say something. It's all in who benefits and who don't. It's all in just even like with the herbalist schools and this, that, and the third. Like you can go throughout time and history and you can see who corrupted the system, because when herbalist schools was around and everybody was using the land like God gave us, then these people came along and they did this. Like God, get all of them. Like right now, literally get all of them actively, because of the fact that, like, at this point, it's too much. And they trying to double down on some bullshit. Like I said, this is how you became a slave 2.0 to the system 2.0. They said, oh, look at this. It's shiny. You want this, don't you? You need this new car. In 2027, the cars are going to be so beautiful. They're going to do this, that, and the third, but they might not be able to start, and you're not going to be able to change your brakes, and you can't change a headlight. You're never going to have bonding time with your sons anymore, because we're not going to teach them how to fix nothing, because we need all the money. Gimme, 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 because we're so fucking greedy. We have to put these things in your food because there's no natural. We can't use lemon. Like y'all, it's bitches around here that figured out how to can for fucking years. Lemon, vinegar, fucking even alcohol. But they said, oh, we gotta put this poison in your system because we have to preserve it. Bitch, you did not have to use that. Salt works, vinegar works, lemon works, all this natural shit works. Bitch has been canning for hundreds of thousands of years. But you have to come along with the pesticide. Your toilet paper is no good for you. Your tampons are no good for you. Oh, we gotta soak these things in. Da 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 da. Like you didn't have to do that. You did that because you're nasty. But mind you, what did we expect? It was our own fucking fault. It's always going to be our own fault. Why? Because gimme, 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 gimme. I want to be better than the Joneses. I want to be the Joneses. I want to da 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 da. Meanwhile, all we fucking doing is destroying ourselves. In order to master something, you have to give it a God. These people are actively out here creating when there's a need. It's a thing. What is it called? Need and the need and the want. What is that called? Somebody. What is the real version of that called? Supply and demand. That. So supply and demand. There was a time during back in the day when the first God got created. Mind you, we can create gods, like what I'm saying. God is God. The God you are created in the image of. So where's their need? Okay, so I want to enslave these people's mind. So how do I enslave these people's mind? Oh, we're going to create religion. We're going to tell them that in order for them to talk to God, they got to go through Jesus. Meanwhile, even Jesus is saying, I'm talking to my Father that is in heaven. It's your own fault. It's your own fault because y'all don't want to hear nothing. Y'all want to be mad at me. Oh, they're being blasphemous. Oh, well, you're being special. Jesus literally told you, only God is good. But I ain't judging. Again, this is how we do this. Let me give it a name. It's a reset. Everybody, out here, it's a reset. It's a reset. It's a reset. Everybody, it's a reset. Everybody, it's a reset. Reset, 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 reset. Then guess what? Now it's a reset. No, the fuck it ain't. Not on my watch. It's restoration. You're not going to reset me back to where you want me to be, your temperature. You're not going to set me back to your thermostat where you're comfortable at. I'm not with it. Restoration. Restoration. Renew. Better than it was before. Never going to be no reset back to your bullshit. I don't like that. But anybody that I can, kind of help understand, like literally, just go look it up. Look up what the words mean. The words are important, the same way as the numbers are important. Don't let nobody tell you that the numbers are not important. Anything that these people half-ass out here try to tell you to do that's under a structured anything for a mass amount of people, don't fucking believe them. Don't believe them. It's going to be for their benefit. It's never going to be for yours. It's never going to be for ours. They want to be able to try to control. And control is God's, not theirs. Not the gods that they're creating. Because that's what they'll try to do again. Oh, well, they didn't fall for this God, so let's give them another one. No, thank you. I'm over it. Thank you. I can just go talk to God about you. And God, please get them out of this system because they're creating too much chaos and too much havoc. All they do is lie. All they do is manipulate. Why do that? This is the other part. Why do y'all think that y'all are not good enough to have the information? Because that's the only thing that I can see. If these people are hiding information, they get to, have access to all this, the stuff that's in the world and on earth. Why do you think that you're not good enough for it? Do you think that God just gave it to them? Because you do realize they go find stuff on earth and then they'll put it behind a museum, they'll put it in a vault, they'll put it everywhere except for give it to anybody else. They don't let people see this shit. So what makes you think that they're better than you? And some of this stuff probably ain't even for them. And like, they're not even ever going to be able to translate it. Why? Because it wasn't meant for them. It's part of the fail-safe mechanism. Then guess what they do? They shelve it because they don't understand it, but they don't want you to see it because what if you figure it out? Well, it was your shit. You're probably going to figure it out because it was your shit. Everything that's here is in your DNA. All you have to do is remember. You seeing something could probably trigger something in your DNA for you to remember, but they're never going to let you have that. They're never going to let you do that because they have to be better than you. What makes you think that they're better than you? The same way information showed up on this planet for one, it showed up on this planet for everybody. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Because guess what? Me and you can both look at the same exact thing and you still not see it and understand it. But at least I showed it to you. But that's not what they do. They pick and choose what you're going to see. I don't have to cheat to win. This is all they ever done. This is why, it has to be a secret society. We have to try to manipulate. Mind you, all they fucking doing is stealing your shit. And then they tell you that it wasn't yours and you fucking believe them. Oh, your stuff is demonic. Well, why the fuck is you using it? It didn't just come around when you got put here, y'all. We've been here for hundreds of thousands of years. We had better technology. Look at some of them pictures on the wall. There were buckets that looked like purses. There were watches. There were cell phones. There was little things that looked like little earpieces. Look at the fucking walls. Like, y'all got eyes the same way as anybody else got fucking eyes. Look at the walls. But yet they're out here telling you that old society didn't have that. Your ass was out here pushing a cart in the wheel, this, that, and third. And a lot of people need to just get back to some bikes and everything else too. But guess what? Go look at the walls. There's spaceships there. There looks like there's iPhones and shit there. Like, go look at the fucking walls. You don't have to believe me. You don't even have to believe them. Go look at the walls. They don't want you going around certain parts of the temples, this, that, and the third. Well, why? Why y'all blocking them off that way? Ain't it supposed to be wonders of the world? How's it a fucking wonder of the world if I can't look at it? If you're controlling the entrance and everything else, why? Like, I get the fact that, okay, you don't want nobody damaging shit. I get that. But why are y'all stopping from people from actively going and looking at stuff? Why do y'all think that it's only a select few amount of people that should see it? And you're never going to convince me that you're on the right path with that, because again, if God put it here, it's for everybody. It wasn't just for you. And furthermore, a lot of y'all don't even realize y'all are awake right now for a reason. Like, they're literally harboring your shit. Your body, your reincarnated body, you're here now, but there is a body that was yours and that existed on this planet at another point in time. If you don't believe it, don't. Could be in a museum. Could have been eaten because, they just been out here doing shit. But some of the things that are existing could be yours. Just like they talking about that diamond. They went and took this diamond from this person, this, that, and third. You could be a reincarnated version and you got big diamonds, big jewels sitting in somebody else's vault. You got people out here trying to claim that they're a lineage to people, but mind you, they won't go take a DNA test. And then also, even to mention, is the DNA test even correctly? Because the people are saying that, they took DNA from this person, but we already know tomb robbers and everybody else, this, that, and the third was here, there, and everywhere. So I'm sure you can trace people back to this people and this, that, and the third. But why is it that they claim in lineage and rights, but they won't go take a DNA test? Like, if I know that my heritage is my heritage, I'm taking the DNA test because I want to claim my shit. Only liars are, talking loud and ain't saying nothing, ain't got no proof behind it, no nothing. But they want to go drop bombs on somebody. You don't got to listen to me, but God, please get them. Like, I'm not condoning it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like, I'm even wanting to condone it. Like, God, please, whatever you got to do, deal with them. And that's not to say that God is not, but if I got to say it numerous amounts of times for it to speed this system up, because it's really kind of boring. Like, it's literally boring watching the same exact shit play out. Like, they don't have nothing new. They don't have nothing new. Let me try to hold the people back by this. Let me go create laws. They don't have nothing new. It's boring. The black people didn't act. They didn't uprise because Well, they already telling you they not their ancestors. The young ones are already told you, bitch. And when you try it, they gonna fucking act the fuck up, and as they should. But now they trying to send you to war. Well, we don't want to go to war for nobody. We already signed treaties with y'all. Remember, y'all didn't give us our shit, so you can't play that on us again. We're not gonna fall for that again, ever again. Because guess what? You already got us once with that. So what they gonna try to do now? This nigga's actively out here trying to arrest people for money. Mind you, this nigga is stealing like a bitch. I'm confused. Don't do as I do as I tell you to do. I don't like that. Anyway, in order to master something, give it to God. You have to give it a God. This is how you become a slave to the system 2.0. So there's that. Do with that information what y'all will. Go look up some of these people in this situation, and let's not just be go along to get along, because again, we're looking at a system that is actively doing the most ungodliest things, stealing, killing, lying, purging the system, raping, molesting. And mind you, then they want to create laws on top of the people. It's not making sense. And you're never going to make that make sense to me. So, if the first thing we could do is for me to go to God about it, that's one thing. But don't allow these people to speak things over top of you, because that's what that actually means. In order to master something, you give it a God. They gave you something to focus on. They gave you names. They keep naming stuff because they're trying to insert something into the system. Don't let it be. I think people forget what happened the last time people acted up. He flooded everything and something the crazy ones. Well, God is creating droughts right now, so ain't no floods happening. It don't matter what the fuck they open up. You know. But why are we gonna wait till we let them build the buildings? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like you gonna sit by and idly wait until they build it. We see the problem is now. And it could just be as simple as, like I said, the frequency is this. Stop repeating what they're saying. Ain't no fucking reset. It's restoration. Restore what you took. Fix what you did. That's sad. It's going to be sad when God shows up and snap because everyone acting up. Yeah, like fix what you did. Like you don't have to be a mean, nasty. Like when y'all steady saying, "Oh, we can't give this, that, and the third. We can't give black people reparations because of the fact that it's going to bankrupt the system." Stop paying Disney. Stop paying billion-dollar companies that already have billions of dollars that's not paying no taxes. Make them pay fucking taxes. But that's not the reason. There's a bigger reason behind that, and I want to know what it is. And whatever it is, God reveal it, please and thank you. And also, let's make this let's speed this up. Cause everything's speeding up. Like the time is even speeding up. And it's weird because, like I said, that shit that happened last night, I'm actively watching a glitch that's happening on the system. My son is in the room sleep. My cameras are going off right now in real time saying that he's in the garage. My son is in the room. It was the weirdest shit I ever seen in my life. Like I'm watching him move around the house when he's in his room. My cameras are real time. And whatever was happening, I ain't want no parts of it. So, like I said, I'll close the door because fuck it. Whatever y'all doing out there, y'all just do it. And went on about my business. But in real life, that shit is weird. But mind you, I done had several of them glitches because remember I told y'all I actively seen a car that was just like mine, same tag, same everything in front of me. And I was trying to, see what it was because again, whatever's happening in the system, this shit is weird. Stop it because it happened to me and my husband. I'm trying to tell Sujo, this shit just happened last night. I literally said it before I got on here. That's what I told them. And mind you, I went down into my son's room. I'm talking to my son because I'm trying to get him to look like, yo, this ain't right. And he acted like, and it could have just been sleep, but like he was being disoriented or something. So I don't know what that shit was, but that was the strangest thing to me. And once I realized I wasn't gonna get him to be up to, pay attention, I just went in my room and closed the door because fuck it. Whatever is going on is bigger than me. So let me just go so I don't, create no havoc in the loop or whatever is happening. Let me go lay my ass down. And that's what I did. I didn't care. The camera shut off last night. That's the first time I done had my camera off this whole entire time since I done started streaming, which was January 26th of this year. And last night I just decided to let the shit run. Like fuck it, I'm not turning it back on because whatever's happening, apparently the energy is their energy. But also I just showed y'all that from an old school Bible standpoint, that lady's Bible is 1830s. The days are matching. Our days this year are for some reason matching the 1830s Bible. He texts talking about you okay? What is it? I was at work and was like, "What you talking about?" He said, "You're texting me." I mean, it's been so many glitches. Like, there's a girl that's been monitoring all the glitches on my phone. Look, I haven't even posted this yet, right? But there's a Mandela effect that's happening, and it's saying, y'all remember The Rock, right? And the slogan was, "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" And so this is one of the things I haven't. It's right here. It's in my drafts.
What did The Rock say? What did The Rock say? No, for real, it's important. When you was little, you was the biggest wrestling fan ever. What did The Rock say? Oh, can you smell The Rock is cooking? Can you smell The Rock is cooking, right? Why is there a Mandela effect saying that he never said that? Watch this.
They're trying to say that what he said was, that's the screenshot right there. They're saying that he said, is the Rock tagline. Is if you smell what the Rock is cooking. He didn't say that. Like, my son was the biggest wrestling fan. I created his whole entire room to be John Cena wrestling. I was taking him actively to wrestling matches because he was a huge ass wrestling fan. And so it would be me and him just going in this, that, and third. So I know what the fuck he was saying. That's why I called him in here. Like, what are they saying? And they have it if you smell what the Rock is cooking. That is not what he said. But now there's a Mandela effect. So whatever they're doing in the system, they're actively trying to corrupt, mess up something. It ain't never gonna work. It is. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yes. But for some reason, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and post that now since because it's been in my things for a couple days. But yeah, it's so many Mandela effects happening right now. It's not adding up. So something is in the system, like they're doing something in the system that is like crossing too much stuff over. And some people don't believe it, but there's nothing I can do to tell you, that this is real, it's not real. You have to it's not gonna be until somebody sees it for themselves. That's it, that's all. So, you know. And I don't want to make nobody feel no type of way or none of the above. But first and foremost, we have to take the training wheels and the shackles off of our brain and know that these people, and I don't want nobody to stop believing in whatever they believe in, but let's take the shackles off the brain to know that these people have definitely messed up and have adjusted some things. And we have to actively, collectively go and figure out. Like, we can't just let them tell us. We got to go look it up. But also, we have to know that they have stolen a lot of our history. And I keep saying that the crimes against humanity should include destruction of history, because that's what they have done. And not that they don't have it, because we know that they have it. It's just that when are they going to give it to us? And why is it that they have been using stuff that was ancient, old, from Kemet, from Egypt, and things of that nature? Why have they been using that inside of the new history, and then trying to actively act like that's not where it came from? Because that is where it came from. And you're also telling us that certain things are wrong and that we shouldn't be using, this, that, and the third. But meanwhile, you're using it. It's ours. We created it, and you're using it. But mind you, you're using it against us, the people that created it. Like, that's sad. That's sad for us that we don't think past that, and we continue to keep letting these people put blocks in our brain for us to, try to denounce our own history and things of that nature. Like, why are we doing that? Why are we willingly doing that? I mean, I don't know. So anyway, that's the message. Hopefully it helped. Thank you guys for being here. And when you go listen to Anubis and things of that nature, be mindful that these are things that you could do. So even in creating quality code switch, and be mindful that even in that aspect, you can create, your mind is more powerful than what you even know. And sometimes even just meditating on something, and like I said, there's some stuff that I really really want to say even in the process of that, but I think y'all will come across it when you go look it up for yourself. But also use new fresh eyes, because this is one of the things that I keep saying, that no matter how much stuff I've researched and studied, every time I look across it again with something else new that I see how more of it and more of it is interconnected. Even the old stories, like I can tell you where this story looks like this story in the Bible. But mind you, this story existed long before the Bible got here. And the fact that they're also using different, when they say it's an allegory, and it didn't really exist in time, and then you find out that it really did exist. But also when they say certain things, it's because it is whoever the narrative, who's pushing the narrative, and what is the benefit for them. Why does it benefit for them to create that narrative in the masses' mind? And so y'all know, with everything, follow the money. With everything, it's always about money. It's always about money. It's like watching movies again you've seen before. Yes, but this time with new fresh eyes. So, and yet always consider the source 110%. Because who's pushing the narrative and why. But anyway, I'll be back. I love y'all and go with God. If you wish to donate towards my channel, like, comment, share, subscribe. All the links are in the bio to my GoFundMe and my Cash App. Is sponsored by Spiritual Numbers Journey. You can get this on Amazon under my name, Tylishia Harmon. And thank y'all for being here.